while you guys are doing.
Hello and welcome to Star Wars News and Weekly Comic Recap presented by Dark Side Crew and brought to you by Rennavision, the show that never blinks so you never miss the latest Star Wars info. Tonight we're covering 3 Star Wars comic titles. We've got Star Wars High Republic Adventures 10, Dr. Aphra 16, and High Republic Adventures The Monster of Temple Peak number 4. Well, nothing else matters this week except we're getting Sabine Wren. Well, we'll discuss that major announcement. And we've got your other Star Wars news, too. We're ranking Rebels characters. Wonder why. We've got more from Hasbro, which means more Rancor slams. That and more. Oh, and there should be some trivia, prizes, and that kind of stuff. Let's get it going, fellas.
All right, welcome to Tales from the Dark Side. This is the crew. It's been a busy week. I did a con I wasn't supposed to be at, but I was there, so I put the boys in charge of it, the show, and we're gonna see if we crash and burn.
Shouldn't have done that.
I don't know. Hey, Doctor Who beat everybody out. Doctor Who at 50 and beyond beat everybody out at Rennavision. So, saying what's up to you, Stick Boy. What? How much further do we have till Ruben? It's like 3 weeks till Ruben comes out, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're looking for Ruben here soon. Ruben, what's going on?
Can't wait.
Astro, good to see you. Eric, great to see you. And I do have a message for somebody else. This is a message in general. If I'm not talking, if you're hitting me up on the IGs and I'm not talking to you on a decently regular basis, I'm not saying like responding right away or something like that, but I don't get back to you in a great amount of time. Even if I do once and then you don't hear from me for a long time, I'm not ghosting you. What's happening is I don't know how IG works. And when you send me a message, it goes into 2 different files, a general or a some other thing.
Primary.
And then it's gone. And then I 6 months later, I figure out that's been happening. So Obi, what's going on? Zach, what's good? 19th for my man. So we will see Ruben on the 19th. Hey, stop downvoting us. You're hurting Pete's feeling. All right, Jedi, go around the horde. Sorry, had to get that out of the way. Get going.
Okay, well, like he said, he's fresh off another con. I can't wait to hear how many sneaker changes this one rates. It's Macho Man Marco. To promote his channel on Life Day, he once dropped 100 Naboo Nunya from a Republic shuttle. Live ones. Tragic. What a mess. But he could have sworn that swamp turkeys could fly. It's Pete the Visionary, Rennavision. Little WKRP humor there. Well, we love his unboxing videos on IG, but hey, can someone please send him a new box cutter? I broke into a sweat just watching him wrestle with those packages yesterday. Please send him one. It's Domtober and the hunt is on. In a divided world, his IG posts bring people together. For conversation, sure, sometimes. Other times, chaos. Those are my favorite. He's the guy at the zoo in the reptile house thumping the glass. It's JJ Maxwell. And he once helped a friend choose a Star Wars tattoo. Too bad they were both a little drunk. It did not end well. You should have seen the Luke on his friend's face. It's me, Jedi Johnson 22. Let's go.
Hey, just because I'm fresh off the con circuit doesn't mean that I'm not.
Hey, you left us in charge.
I know.
You left
All
us
right,
in charge.
Ed, thank you for the algorithm. We always appreciate it.
To your own detriment, we're in charge.
Remo. Yeah, Remo, good to see you too. All right, so I'm back in there. I guess we'll do news. The con, a lot of guys out there said hi. A lot of people, we got something from somebody to add in. We'll talk about it later. And remember, if you're going to sell comic books close to the Canadian border, always bring a receipt book. Because when the Canadians come over, they just need a receipt so that it don't matter what you put on the receipt. Mm-hmm. You could be Timmy Tom, the Tim Tap Man, or Tommy 101, whatever it is. Just, you can write that down, give them a phone number, give them a receipt, ask them what they want. You should put your name and your phone number, your real name and phone number down there, and exactly how much cash they gave you. That's what I'm telling you to do. Make sure you pay those taxes left over. All right. What do we got for news there?
Do you want to do news or do you want to do pickups? If anybody has
pickups. Yeah, I got some pickups. We can do pickups. Yeah. Pete, go ahead since you brought up pickups.
Pickups.
Well, wait. No, time out. Jedi, give us your pickup first because I know he wants to do his first.
No, I don't have anything.
His shirt.
Yeah,
Let's see your shirt.
Oh, yeah. So this is
the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, the shirt. I don't want to show too much of the bod, but yeah, this is not wearing any pants. But yeah, this is one of the shirts you can get and, to represent the crew and to be part of the crew. It's one of my favorites, obviously. You know why?
I think you designed it pretty much. All right.
Two of my favorite things there. CP3O and Motley Crue.
Pete, you're up.
I'm with Jedi there, as you can see. I'm rocking mine as well.
I like it. I like it in red.
But apart from that, the only other thing I finally got was my I finally got my Ventress.
Oh, let's see.
There, I finally got this, and like I ordered this God knows how long ago, but this finally showed up.
I best say.
Did I have one of those?
Just finally happy to add it to my pile of toys.
Oh, that's cool. I like Ventress. That was a good one. Kind of slowed down on Black Series because some of it just really sucked lately. Speaking of that, Dom, we'll get into it later when we cover Hasbro. Dom, you got a pickup or two you want to show us?
Yeah, I got some.
Rule 3.
Of course I do.
All right.
Well, listen, a couple of magazines that are one. Actually, if you think about it, you put together. But here, first things first. My wife picked this up for me. Some Boba Fett lights for the tree.
Oh, Christmas lights.
That's the season's coming. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Just picked it up.
Nice.
So I'm happy about that. I'm gonna have a nice Star Wars Christmas tree going up. I got a couple of Star Wars Insider magazines.
I
picked up.
Yeah.
Ooh, Insiders.
Yeah. Insiders, yeah. Got that one.
The Boba. I like the Bossk on that one.
I got the card variant for the one that came out now.
Mm-hmm.
The standard version. Yeah, my wife just gave me a shirt. She just picked the shirt up for me.
Let's see what's that. Oh.
I like it.
I like it. Tell her I say hi.
And he said hi. They said hi.
Hey.
And 298s.
Oh,
I got
nice.
that one.
Yeah, that's the box that he wrestled with for about 45 seconds trying to get open.
I lost my cutter. I lost the cutter. I don't know what happened to it. And I found screws. I was finding things, open things, and I have to get another one. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah,
that's awesome. Good stuff, Don. Oh,
that's it.
There you
nice.
go.
That's the Star Wars. It's like all the Black Dark Horse books.
Bubble Fett books together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it came out.
Oh, cool! Like an omnibus, kind of.
Yeah.
JJ, you got something?
I do. I have something fun from a land far away that I picked up. So this guy. Well, let me take it out of the bag here, if I can.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can. See if we can get without the glare there.
No glare.
Oh, nice.
So this guy.
I like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is Shonen Jump, or not Jump. I'm sorry, Weekly Shonen Magazine, number 18 from 1978.
It's like a
Japan.
phone book.
So this was the first time Star Wars
Those things are ridiculous.
this was Star Wars number 1 printed in Japan. Yeah, and it's thick, so you're not grading this guy with CGC. But, so,
You never know. They might.
but yeah,
They're grading everything these days.
Yeah. They'll get to
I don't
it
know. I
eventually.
can send it in, but it's like 300 pages.
Yeah, it'll be like an AFA box. You'll get like a
It's like a
case,
small
like a
phone book.
picture figure case.
What's going on? Hey, Gonzo
But,
just released another toy thing. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, JJ. I thought you were done.
I was going to say, also had some other pickups from Japan, but those are actually going to be the trivia prizes for this week. So stay tuned later for that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Gonzo. Good to see you. Gonzo just dropped another toy video.
Box.
So make sure you put it out there. Yeah, he thought that was a cereal box.
It did kind of look like a cereal box.
Which is great. I think I said hi to everybody. All right. So this is what I picked up because, and it was cheap. So I'll give you guys the clue. But Dom was showing us figs the other day. So this one, I was like, I don't even like figs. And
fig
but
pins?
these were on, these little fig pins. But this one was on clear. There's a bunch of them on clearance right now at Target. Like you got to find them way in the back area, and they don't know it. But it comes with this cool little card thing. It's actually kind of dope. And it was small. So,
Yeah.
You opened it.
Am I not supposed to do that? I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna give it to my kid.
All right.
So.
Get over.
Can you put it
Are you
on
not
your
supposed to open
denim
these?
jacket?
No,
Okay,
it's a
well,
pin.
whatever.
I
You put it
probably
on the
wouldn't, but
Whatever. Well, it comes in a box like this, and you could see this in the. It's like so much plastic for this nonsense.
Yeah, so much
Either
crap.
way, it was a really good deal, I guess. I mean, it was like $5, I think. So there's some other ones. A lot of the Clone War ones. I was looking for some of the because my daughter's got the Sabine Wren one that they gave away at this one at Celebration. But it wasn't in that. Some guy was nice enough to give us one. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, mint in box. I'm mint giving it to my kids though, Astro. So I don't know how it would be in box. Also, too, I picked up some books, but whatever. We'll Tuesday. Make sure you guys turn it to Tuesday. We'll give you footage of the con. There's actually Dan, our friend. We did a lot of what?
What are you saying Tuesday for?
Wednesday. Sorry, because I'm tired. Wednesday, we'll go through some of the footage of the con, talk to some people, show you what was on the walls and how the prices changed because news was dropping as we were going. And man, that con really sucked. Either way, we did get a book from D-Town Comics. That would be Detroit Town Comics. And we are going to figure out a way to do a giveaway on it. He's going to add a couple more into it too, from what I hear. But he's giving one of these. Is this the 125 or the 150, guys? I can't remember. It's the Gillian Run for the
There's so
variant
many
for
covers.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, they had a bunch of 125 for that.
Yeah.
But it was
I think it's a
cool,
1 in
so
25, but I could be wrong.
shout out to B. Smith. I don't even know what it is on his eBay store. Oh, it's D-Town Comics. If you see that, make sure you know he's a good guy. And he hooked us up, so he's also a friend, like an old friend. Speedo burrito. Somebody's wearing a Speedo. What else? Is that it? I have some more stuff, but I'm just not going to show it because I'm all over the place. All right.
Eating a Speedo and a burrito, or
Speedo burrito wearing a Speedo.
you know what? Before we get started with our news, and it's completely unrelated to Star Wars, but it's related to the channel, so I'm going to share it now while we have people in the room. Tuesday, because you said Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday, yeah.
Live. We're going to have Mark Silvestri and Matt Hawkins. I'm going to share, me and my buddy Chris Nelms, we're going to do an interview on both of our channels. So we're going to do it live, 8:45 on Tuesday. Talking to Mark Silvestri, Uncanny X-Men. Great. I know Cyberforce is most likely what we're going to be talking about, but still, Chris has got a whole bunch of questions to ask him, and we're just going to have a nice little live interview, which I haven't done a live one, on this channel before. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. So if you like 90s, this is the place for you.
90s is a lot of people like 90s.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, because I didn't, let's start news.
I got it.
Okay. Oh, we're still doing this.
Yeah, we're still doing this.
Was this week 6? Okay. Week 6. Yeah, I'll put it in there every week. I don't know. There's nothing that interesting again. So the weirdest one was there's a hard drive that's made to look like a Beskar Ignat thing.
Huh. Isn't that what hard drives look like normally?
Yeah,
no.
I guess kind of only they put the Imperial stuff.
Oh, is this it? This is the same one there? Yeah.
No, it's got the
I'm going to sketch something into it real quick. Okay.
Well, you got the Imperial mark on it.
I'll sketch an Imperial mark into it.
It's a cool poster, I guess. Yeah. So.
Is that a fig pin in the back?
That was about it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think that was a digital trading card.
Oh, by the way,
I don't think it was a fig.
Legos are on sale at Target. Black Friday special now. Legos are sale on Target today.
Oh, the old ones?
Monday.
Yep, you get or
any of them.
Any of them. I think it's like up to 60% off, but there's some decent Star Wars ones at like 20 to 30% off. Just so you know.
Interesting.
That's supposed to be over the Target loudspeaker.
All Legos are now on sale at Target.
I get what you're doing.
All Legos are now sale at Target. Okay,
go ahead.
All right, up next.
Up next. What is that? Plate?
So, no, this is the Halcyon, which is I guess it's the Galactic Star Cruiser hotel ship. They're going, but so basically, there just was announcements that are going to be pushing it into the High Republic era as like obviously a comic and some other stuff. There's going to be a lot of product tie-ins, and I didn't have time to put it on the news slides. I'll try to put it on next week's. But they also introduced 6 characters that are related to that hotel, kind of like what Hondo is to the Galaxy's Edge. So they'll probably push those characters into comics and shows and other stuff going forward.
There's a lot that are on. There's a lot that are in books or have had their comic appearance. There's one that's going to come out soon too, and we'll mention it when it comes out in comics.
Interesting.
Her and her dog, I guess. Right? She has some type of
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Moving on.
Next.
So Marco already mentioned one. Just a lot of Black Friday deals. Actually, I've already started. They started today for a lot of them, and run through next Friday, and then some don't start till like Wednesday or Thursday. StarWars.com does a pretty good job of tracking all those. So if you ever want to see what's up, click on their Black Friday link and
Where's
I don't
that
know,
Dark
something
Forces
like
shirt from?
20 some.
That's a cool shirt.
It wasn't Her Universe. I can't remember which place it was from now. There was like 3 or 4 clothing places on there. But
Okay, that's a cool shirt.
Yeah, it looks like a like not 8-bit, but like maybe a 16-bit type of t-shirt.
Oh, we'll hit you up with the Dark Horse stuff in a minute, Sticks.
Next up.
So I'm going to go through these real quick because I don't want to create any controversy that has been. But so maybe we do a segment on it next week of the ex-girlfriends of Star Wars. But Patty Jenkins got dumped by Star Wars, or indefinitely delayed. Whether or not it ever comes up again, Rogue Squadron, we'll see.
It'll be up again.
I don't know. It'll come up again at some point,
this?
probably. Maybe with a different director.
Behind this? You understand the concept behind the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it sound
The
like
concept to
exciting?
me always just kind of seemed like, hey, it's Patty Jenkins, and she wants to do a fighter jet movie, but she wants to do it in Star Wars, and there was no concept really beyond that.
Yeah, that's it.
That
They're
I
going to be
ever
flying
heard
around
of.
in space.
You know, like Top Gun meets Star Wars. That's what she wanted to do, like that type of a.
That's not going to work.
So they're going to play some volleyball down on Jakku or on
you watch this. Rogue Squadron's going to turn into Alphabet Squad real quickly, and they're going to have somebody cool like gun directed, and it'll be great. All right.
Yep. So
All right.
another controversial thing, real quick. So she did get a 3-year renewal on her contract for Kathleen Kennedy. That's all I'm going to say. We can go on through the next slide if you want.
I think we told you this last week. I literally think we spent 30 minutes talking about this and how it was going to happen, and the next day it happened.
Yep.
Wait, real quick. No, real quick.
Okay.
Go back.
No, there's a rumor that she did sign to 2024, but she's not. She has less power over the Star Wars brand.
That's not
She's
true.
still overlooked. That's what I heard. I don't know.
It's still not true. She signed a 3-year same. It's the same contract. She just renewed what she did the last time. She's gonna eventually retire, and then you guys can complain about somebody else that doesn't have really much to do with what you're complaining about. All right, keep going. Goose out next week. Let's go.
Yeah. So this was the real big news, at least for me this week. But so you had Dark Horse Comics announce that they are going to be now. It's just all ages, people. I had that question come up a few times before, but it's just all ages comics is what they're getting. So basically, they're taking over IDW's slot of comics, more or less.
And I think what people had, there's a lot of people asking me a question, and maybe some people don't remember this, but when Dark Horse lost, and we were looking into it, we've got all of our people sitting down, having lunches with people, and we've been prying the door on this for the last month, trying to get tight lips to sink ships. It's been tough because they haven't. That's why, like, when everybody's like, "Oh, I heard all these rumors," it's like, do you know how hard it is to get like these things to actually, like, a lot of stuff they'll never talk to you again. By the way, too, if you leak them. With this one, the IDW stuff seems to be going to spring, but they have a back catalog. Diamond does, and so does a lot of other places. And IDW will have it too because they'll have overstuff print. And when Dark Horse originally lost it to Marvel, Marvel's contract with these guys say, like, you have till X date to transfer, and when you have X date to transfer, you can't sell any of the product with that's marked with your logo. So all the first, second, third, fifth prints got to go. And Dark Horse ended up doing like pallet sales. So did Diamond, where they like blew the out of stuff. Like when everybody's like, "Oh, well, the Comic-Con count for what was that one?" That was the one I always had the argument with the Revan book. Well, it was only like like a 65,000 print run. Yeah, that was before the pallet sale when they just decided to blow out pallets of the stuff, and that's why there's so many 9/8 of that book or similar stuff. So we're hoping that happens in the same breath. But we'll let you know. It sounds
Dark
like
Horse,
from now on
they were still printing. They were still printing some Star Wars stuff, even up until last year. They did art books and things like that. So they're not.
Just the comics.
They didn't. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's been so long," but they haven't done comics, but they've done other Star Wars books.
Yeah.
For years since. then.
JJ, did you hear that they might be reprinting the old Dark Horse books?
They are.
The old, I know they'll be the ones that are hard to get and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Redo stories so people can like revisit them.
But that's not going to be right.
I would imagine a lot of those old trades
Okay.
Yeah, those old trade paperbacks and stuff that went out of print a long time ago will probably see reprints.
Yeah.
Probably
You know,
within the
after a
second year.
while.
I bet you they're
Probably
going to
not
start
right
rolling
away.
that in the second year. They'll probably start rolling. The first year, that's not what they're going to do. The first year, they're going to transition from stories.
Especially in the midst of a paper shortage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for the first year, they're going to transition over. Which, you know what? I don't even know. This still doesn't make sense because what kid title do they have? I mean, like, and by the way, that dark score stuff, like the rare stuff, like Dom's talking about, like, have you guys read it before? Because I have. It's not good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron,
some
Hart
of it was
Jedi?
better than others.
Well, you like that. Some of the stuff you like. Some of the, I mean, but it's like the same
I
thing.
like
Like
Night
I always like.
Night Aaron.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Night Aaron was
Night Aaron got
terrible.
bad as it went on, but
Yeah, so like as soon
I
as
thought
you
it was
opened
good
up
at
the
the start.
book, it started getting the best part was the front page, and then after that, it got worse and worse and worse as it went on. But that's, I mean, there's a lot of those that were just like, they just needed to push something out, so they did just to keep the contract going. But like I said, I mean, that was like, it's like if you see those hardcover books, like the Spotlight, we've been trying to tell people, well, I know we're going to bring it up again because we brought it up, and then people went out and started shilling it on the internet, and then some website that's way bigger than us apparently started talking about it and saying that they're rare prints, but the learner books, the library books, Spotlight, the one that Spotlight does, it's Dark Horse. The reason why they could print them is because Dark Horse has the license for library books, so they could still print on demand. You guys understand what that means, right? POD, anytime, any amount, as much as you want for, I think it's like $10 or something like that. You could print whatever you wanted for that and keep it going. So don't buy those hardcover books. If you really want them, once again, we will let you know where you can buy them for whatever the cheap price is, which
And you know what? I might have one to give away in a giveaway.
Oh, good. Yeah. Hold on real quick. I'll show you which books I am, because some people might not know these books.
Yeah. To me, the interesting thing about Dark Horse was, like Marcus said, they don't really do any kids or all ages books right now.
Like these ones right here. They made them for everything. There's the Dr. Afro one too.
That's the one I have. I have a couple of copies of that.
They have the Dr. Afro one too. Marvel does the same thing. These are all books that are supposed to go towards, like, you're supposed to have them in libraries. If you have kids when they go to your school library or whatever it is, and pick up books, there's a lot of.
That's what I was getting at. That's kind of like
the whole inside is.
That's kind of the closest thing Dark Horse gets to.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's kind of the closest thing Dark Horse gets to all ages comics.
Yeah, they're all done by Spotlight. Oh, I pulled out my headphones of both sets, so I can't hear what anybody's saying. All right, there we go. Yeah, the pictures are good, but this is it. This is all it is. So if you see these, don't get fooled. These are not. This is nothing that's rare.
And don't pay outrageous prices.
Yeah, I know people were saying it, or people were paying out ridiculous prices for it, but it is just, there she is. I mean, like, don't waste your money. We can tell you where you can get those. I think most of the original Washington's Tale from the Dark Side got them a long time ago. Anyways, what else do we have? Pete? Did we lose Pete? We did it. Was that the end of the news, JJ?
Yep. That was the end of the news. Yep. We are going to do the Ahsoka thing. We'll talk about that after a bit. But
Holocron, Dice Weber. Let's get into Dark Horse. Yeah. Keep Goose out of pictures are good.
Clicked the wrong button. Took myself out.
Oh, Dusty. Well, I don't know if that's 100% true. Okay, I'm going to share. Ooh, we can't share that because we'll get into comics next. We had, what was your guys's? I know we've been kind of talking about it for the last couple of weeks, but Mountain Peak this week, it was the end. That's the same thing I'm doing right now. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the
Temple
mirror
Peak,
image.
you mean?
Temple Peak, yeah, sorry. Trying to get this done. Temple Peak was the same as it normally was. Did you like it, JJ, or no?
You mean like as a whole or the last issue?
Yeah, like as a whole, like everything. Like
I think as a whole, it flowed all wrong. They would have been better off it would have been better if it was just a graphic novel, like it was originally intended, rather than split it up. The flow was thrown off by that, I feel like, and the story wasn't terrible. Like I thought the story was good, but it's kind of like watching like a movie with 4 intermissions or something. It just didn't.
Yeah.
click.
When I was cutting it up that's kind of what, when I was cutting it up to explain what was going on, and I was kind of feeling a little bit of the same way. Like, man, if the flow doesn't feel right throughout this book, or at least this number 4. So we get back to our man Long John Silver up here, talking to his crew, saying like, the hunter's not back. We paid her a ton of money. And Eyes McEyesbag over here is like, just give her time. And all of a sudden, Ty shows back up with her lightsaber for some reason pointed at the ground, saying like, I'm not killing that monster. And by the way, what's in this? I figured out why he was attacking you. It's because you attacked him first. And you somehow, how did this make sense? It's a being that was a part. There's a yin and a yang to this being, right? JJ? To the Greta, it's like Gret, and it's the Lack. It's the Greta and the Lax. So Greta Lax is Gret, which is the male version, would you assume, and the Lax, which is the female version, or non-binary. I don't know whatever they call it. Version of this animal.
I'm not going to get into the gender specificity of it.
I'm not going to either. But somehow they morph together, but they can unmorph. I didn't understand that, and even later, I still don't understand it. However, Long John Silver slaps Eyes McGee right in the face. Eyes falls down. I thought this was kind of cool how this did flow. He smacks like his assistance person. Ty gets shot, and it turns out that the smack was actually like a strategic move, so that the other one could get the gun and get the drop on the Jedi, which she's not a Jedi, but whatever. Then we break into this. This was surprising too. I kind of. So she has her flashback with Callus, and they're still in there, and he's got all these beings talking his head, the dark side. He starts flipping out, trying to like, you should have not let me down here. You should have tried harder to stop me. She's yelling, stop, stop. She throws down her lightsaber, and he runs into it and then supposedly dies. Do we think he's dead, JJ? Because
I don't know. I mean, because like his fate, like in the Kevin Scott book and stuff was so general. Like you'd think if he died this way, why would they like erase his name from records and stuff like that? It seems really weird to do that. I guess because he maybe kind of sort of turned, but didn't really turn.
Yeah, but there's other ones that turned that they didn't really erase. They left there. I don't understand.
Right.
It doesn't seem like
seems weird.
The build up.
I kind of feel like. Yeah, I feel like if he seems like a Kevin Scott character, like. So I feel like if Kevin Scott writes another miniseries or something like this, we might see him come up again in some way.
Note this, that
nobody's ever really dead in Star Wars anyways.
That's true. Valid point. Yeah, clones. Look at her hilt. That's not actually the hilt to her lightsaber, too. So I don't know if this is all just like some dark side vision or something that they'll explain away later. I did notice that. Either way, we get back. Oh, there's her. Yeah, if you look at the bottom left corner, that's her hilt. It's got like the little spiky thing on it. So they're all proud. They decide they're going to pull any, Dick Tracy villain thing. They're going to put her through the chopper, and hang her high and then expose their whole plan. Whatever. The Spider Weevils come into play, though, and scare everybody, or the Rock Weevils. And she's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm going to be okay. This guy pulls out the, yeah, boss. Here you go, boss. Isn't that right, boss? Here we go. No touchy the lightsaber. And throws her the lightsaber. She then catches it, cuts herself off, and I mean, this is all, I think it's supposed to be kind of. A lot of times, Scott writes when he writes, he does all those like old C-rate film horror titles or movies. That's a lot of what this is. The other part of the Galax is behind him, threatening to eat him, but then she somehow tapes it, and for some reason, there's the more. Like, I don't get this. What is that? And how did it leave in the first place? I'm so confused with this whole thing. Mouse Boy doesn't even confuse me anymore now that we found the Galax or Gylax, whatever it is. Wow, this really was a shitty ending.
Land your plane.
Yeah.
Mouse Boy looks like a member of Cats.
I feel like.
You feel like what, JJ? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it positive for this book.
It's supposed to be longer.
I agree.
Like it was supposed to be longer.
I agree. I think that's where she'll be back.
I don't know if they ran out of time or
like 6
had
or
to
something.
write it real quick at the end.
Yeah, because they leave.
I feel like it's a Donny Cates ending.
Yeah, very good, very good. They leave Mouse Boy on the planet, but they leave him with an earpiece so that they can have a to be continued. which they're not continuing it anytime soon. They might continue it under Dark Horse because Calvin Scott was one of the first people that kind of let us all know that.
You think that's why they broke it up? Maybe they didn't have it done, so they didn't have the graphic novel done. So they said, you know what, we'll break it up into single issues, and
maybe he's been hitting.
You'll be done by the time we get them all out.
Yeah, his Vader Castle series that just happened to be ending. You know, the next one's not going to be coming out on IDW. Yep, we get what you're saying there, Calvin. Kevin, like we understand that your series might be something else next year when it's under Dark Horse. So, but I put the worst book first because we got the best book first last week. So this by far this week was the worst book out of the three. Correct? It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't. You're right. Like they didn't stick the landing. It was kind of all over the place. They could have used probably like 3-4 more issues to explain a couple things, but oh well. They left it as to be continued.
For sure.
All right, next up, probably I'd argue the better book of the week, but there was some heat because now somebody took my advice on the FOC and said they liked one of the other covers, and then the book went from $10 to like $18 and now back to $6, but whatever.
Which one?
Doc Afro, that's on the Adventures book. So we decided to put Doc Afro second because it's a little bit less talked about. But the storyline I think was better. Probably the best of the books this week. We start off. We are talking about Dominique Tag. She's on her ship and they've got this guy pinned to the rights. They're like, "You're guilty." He's like, "Oh, this isn't the court of law." And she's like, "Yeah, may not be, but you've been working for the Crimson Dawn and we figured it out." So he tries to stab her, and he's like, "The Crimson Dawn like me and show me respect." She's like, if they had respect for you, they wouldn't let me do this to you, pretty much. And flips the knife out of her. I really like her. I like her as a bad guy. I like how she's written, even in the bad times of Africa. In this run, in volume 2, they've never done her dirty. She's always come off pretty good, in my opinion. So she stabs him and kills him, and is like, "Yeah." You chose the wrong side there, elf boy. It does break then into Lucky. Lucky's coming back supposedly after killing his teacher. He talks to the Sithkin, the leader of him, which is that little buggy guy with the 6 eyes, the spider wannabe. And the spider wannabe's like, "Yeah, well, Windelphus, yeah. Well, your partner told us a different story. He said that he killed him or whatever the story didn't add up." He goes, "Oh, did he now? Okay, well, I'll go talk to him."
That's not the voice I would have imagined coming out of him.
No, I think clicking and like. So anyways, Lucky walks out of the room. I thought this was going to be terrible because some of the Lucky storyline with his little brother, like, dude, the kid's always gambling and getting in debt. Don't you just then at one point shoot him into the deep part of space and say good luck with your life? But instead, he starts to go outside. We get the flashback. It turns out that Delaphus actually knows that they didn't kill his teacher. He knows, as a matter of fact, that Lucky's kind of working a little bit for the Black Sun now too. So, or Crimson Dawn, sorry, now too. So we're going to see him back in there. Death Watch obviously isn't dead. Once again, Jedi's favorite. We got 2 panels and 3 words from Death Watch. So
that's not Jedi's favorite.
Death Stick. I mean, Death Stick.
Death Stick.
Yeah, Death Stick.
Yeah, Death Stick.
Favorite's Lompoke, or
he makes fun of both of them. They don't show either one.
Are you? Lompop or whatever her name is.
Yeah, but don't you always make fun that she only gets like 2, like they never tell us anything about it?
Yeah, definitely.
She gets like 2. Well,
she's get a lot of dialogue.
Got 2 panels and 2
panels, and
we'll get into cameos versus fulls later, but it's a lot of cameos.
Yeah, this is like
when
her.
They do give her dialogue. It's usually like some like Arnold Schwarzenegger, "I'll be back" type. Thing.
You still won't let me kill him, huh? That's what she says. Still won't let me kill him,
10,
huh? Or something.
10 cameo appearances, and then the first appearance would be like 10, 20 books later.
Yeah, that's her.
Early appearance.
That is her. 18th cameo appearance is Afro 16. Next up, so Death Sticks, whatever. So they're kind of going to work with Crimson. They didn't tell Win crap, but he knows already because he's got somebody inside Crimson that's telling him the secrets. Lucky continues to walk outside, and he runs into his old squad, which is interesting because he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And he's like, "I'm kind of busy. I got to save my brother again." And plus, what was the other? The nephew's number was Ronan, right? Of the tag. So he's like, "Oh, where is he? He's dead. Don't worry about it." And he's like, "No, he's not dead, bro. Our boss is still here." And apparently, Roman tag, which we already knew, was filled up with the Bacca, and he'll be returning. Okay, cool. So then I guess he's gonna have this whole crew working for him for some reason. Whatever. Don't care. Just keep with Afra, because Afra's portion of this book was really good. Now her arm tech has, that tattoo she's got on her arm. It's also like a slicer thing, AKA she can hack with it. It's broken after the last job she did for the tags. It just doesn't work anymore. So she tries to get it fixed by this bootleg guy in Corellia. What's the name of the slave trader in these are the same thing. Wado. Anyways, she can't get it fixed.
Watto, yeah.
Watto. She can't get it fixed. So she's like, what am I going to do? And they're like, well, the tags owe you for what you did for them. Why don't you go to them and see what they can do? She goes in there, and she's got that necklace that she stole from Crimson Dawn. She gives it to them, and she gives it to her main girl, Diana. And she's like, cool. I've got all types of techs. We'll fix you up. They then put in this little they talk about remember she picked up that it's not a Sith powered item. It's like what would you consider it, JJ? Anybody?
In it?
What?
It's an ascendant artifact.
An ascendant artifact.
Ascendants?
How do you expend the ascendant artifact? It was somebody who danced in the dark side, or they're trying to emulate the Force, and most of the artifacts they inherited somehow had a link to the dark side. Is that how you explain it? I think best way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess
it's interesting.
That's probably the best way to explain it. Yeah, there's no clean cut way to explain it because both the Sith and the Jedi were against the Ascendant. So
yeah,
it's kind of hard to say dark, because when you say dark side, you think Sith, but it's not Sith.
No, it's not Sith. Right. It's the dark side of the Force, not the Sith. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Sith tried to.
Right.
But I thought it was kind of cool. So you see like a Sith type figure figuring up the horn thing that she, a similar one to what she had. It's a little bit different. Hers was just straightforward horns, and this is a cross thing. She gets the tech done, and this little peon's like, you didn't read the. She's like, hey, how dare you violate me by giving all these upgrades? And the little peon goes, you didn't read the contract, did you? And
didn't read the Apple contract.
Right.
I mean,
who the hell's that that contract? Right. So she goes out. First thing she does is grab.
Always read the user agreement.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though it's 180 pages. So she went out to get the camera droid, puts the camera droid out. They're going to see supposedly one of her friends, somebody she used to do a job for, pretty much an illegal art dealer / collector that's trying to do their own museum, like the collector in Marvel, I guess you could call it. She somehow though has to break in because this acquaintance or friend isn't that good of a friend. So she breaks in. All of a sudden, that scene we saw earlier, it actually is just a bunch of sweet arms, dude. Oh, this is kind of cool, right? So she's like, holy crap, all these arms. You can see that the artifact used to be there. I kind of blew this up because then when she's like looking at the artifact, she's like, she did go a lot into the this story reminded me, if we could go back real quickly when she was talking to
I was going to ask if they were all left arms or not.
No, when she was talking to Tag here, when she was talking to her about all this stuff, this reminded me, these 3 panels, and I didn't pull them all out right here. It reminded me a lot of the first bit when we met Afro, when it was the Vader run, and she was more of like the thief of artifacts, and she would tell you all the back history, and she's doing like a lot of story building about certain artifacts and filling in holes for like Star Wars old school legacy lore. So I hope they do get back into that. However, so this guy looks, and it looks like a lightsaber as far as I could see, is there, and she's like, oh man. And he's like, it's my favorite artifact stealer, and says her name. I actually think me and JJ were talking about this. At first I was like, who could it be? I read it for like the 3rd time, and then I was like, oh shoot, you know who it is. It's Ronan Tag. And why I think it's Ronan Tag in here is because he supposedly Afro blew him up when he was trying to get the rings. Was that volume 1? That had to be volume 1, right? No, it was at the beginning of this volume.
It was this volume.
Is like the third book of this volume, second book.
Different
like,
story arc, but this volume.
Yeah, this volume is actually the only good part of that whole story arc was the beginning where she was trying to get these magical rings that would give you power for another, what a scholarly, like, what do they call the people that get artifacts and stuff?
Magical rings. Was it the 7 for the Dwarf Lords or the 9 for the Realms of
Archaeologists? No, it was like this one that if you put like 4, well, he's got one of the rings on right there. If you put the rings together somehow, they create this magical power. You get more powerful than ever. And he pretty much blew up his penthouse. Yes, we get it. We understand, Pete.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much. But she ended up screwing him, and he blew up his own penthouse by trying to put him on and that whole thing. So he's not too happy with her. So we'll see how that goes. But it's looking. Look, the last 3. This arc is what started 3 books ago, 4 books ago. JJ, anybody? I can't remember when it started, but it's been good.
Well, yeah,
it's been good. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I really like it.
They carried it through War of the Bounty Hunters. So
yeah. They carried it through and then started turning at the end of War of Bounty Hunters. Did you like it too, Dom?
They threw that feint in there, like it's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they tried to fake us out and thinking it was Luke or something at the end,
or
with the lightsaber and the gloved hand and all that.
Yeah, I think they also Darth Vader because she's the person said like, I thought I'd never see you again, Afra, which is like her and Vader kind of went on bad terms and they would never see each other again. And during that bounty hunter link, there was kind of like
Triple Zero.
Oh, that would be cool if it's 000. Yeah, but why would he say?
Yeah. Why is he holding the? Yeah,
it's my favorite archaeologist. Yeah, and why would they be holding whatever this is, which we assume is a lightsaber because we saw
it looks like a lightsaber.
Arms.
Looks like a temple guard saber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, Rowan. How do you say his name? Rowen. Rowan. Whatever. Rowan would have a lightsaber because they're rich and they have everything.
That's how I was.
And he used to collect all.
And he
those,
loves artifacts.
Yeah, he loves artifacts and collects all those whatever he finds powerful. So. I could see that could be him, but you're right. Maybe it's 000 and we get the death droids back because we haven't seen the death droids in a very long time. So there we go. It would be fun. Next up is High Republic Adventures. I said I kind of like this second cover, but I don't know why. And everybody's like, yeah, it's kind of corny and dumb. And then some other group said, oh, it might be rare. You guys should go out and get it because we really like it. And then for some reason it was selling for double. And now hopefully you didn't get FOMO. Because it's not selling for double anymore.
It's just a 1 of 10. Like
I know, and there's lots of them out there. But we
still
do get more.
Though.
It is. It's what? Yeah. I liked it. I think it was 50-50 split on the way, but I liked it because it's kind of different.
It's too Hakuna Matata for me. I don't know.
I think that's what you said last time too.
I know. But, well, it's still the same. Cover hasn't changed. My opinion hasn't changed.
All right. Well, the inside was still good though. So we go back to the court story. We know that everybody got knocked out, like the Nile came in under kicks and we're going to blow everything up. You get supposedly a younger Yoda here. I don't know. How do you tell the difference between a young Yoda and an old Yoda? I don't know. Remember,
he's not that much younger. He's like thousands of years old.
Just doesn't have the cane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Court has to. Well, we haven't seen him in this book for like ever because he took off at one point and he still hasn't come back yet.
Mm-hmm.
So both the female Jedi and Maz decide to hand
that price I'm in for $8.
What's that?
Zaggy picked up both copies for $8.
Yeah, I think even right now they're selling for like $6. So I think you'll be okay. They do the flashback though, like they have the handoff and I don't know if I'm good at raising kids, and Yoda does his double talk of like, keep saying that you do, evidence just otherwise. Okay. And there's a very special relationship, even though Jedi aren't supposed to have relationships. These two Jedi, her and Maz, have a very interesting relationship throughout this book. So her temple is blown up. They start to wake up. The Nil's coming in. Court all of a sudden looks at his mask. It's broken in half. Remember, this mask is supposed to keep him from going psycho and just killing people. Keep his anger levels down. He sees that his old Jedi master, who he really respects, is down and looks like his ship's about to blow up. And then
Wolverine Berserker Rage.
No. You know what it was? I was thinking while I was reading this, like a combination of like the Rocky song and remember that Duhash song, like Duhash. Do hash.
No, it's like the Lincoln Hawk, the switch. Turn my hat around.
And then so all of a sudden you see like when it's your time, you'll be ready. And he looks at do. I could like see it pulsating. It would be so cool. You will know. And then all of a sudden, whoop, there goes the thing. I am ready. Jumps up. I really thought it was good. I don't like the art so much inside this book. I dislike how they changed the art style. But with that being said, everybody hated the first half, right? That's like how Marchand Rowe, was that really him in book number 1? Was that a cameo? What was it? We couldn't even tell because they didn't really draw him. He was a half a shadow. Right, I get it. But now like Court grew from being, 4'2" to 7 feet tall all of a sudden because the art style changed. He cuts out the bottom of a Nil ship. The guy falls right out. There actually is a funny little bit after this where two other Nils are like, did you see that? Like, see what? I don't know. What just happened? That's crazy. And then all of a sudden the ship flies into the other ship. He's just destroying. He's going crazy. He's going John Wick and just knocking them all out. These two old ladies are having a good laugh and saying, ooh, we did such a good job training it. Who did? I did. We both did. Okay. Blimps calls in Maz and says like, okay, Blimps now are kind of retreating from your area. Like, do you need us to come over there? And she's like, hang on a second. And they're just sitting down there watching Court just go, I mean, look, man, he's killing them all. So this is very interesting. The purple sister from the Nihil that we both thought backstabbed the Jedi, technically didn't because she's still down there in the left corner. Once again, more of the Duhash stuff. Oh, so he gets his superhuman jump thing, like the power jump. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I think they did a good job with it. This is corny, but it's a kid's book. So
you may think they made him look a little bit like Mace Windu, like in that slide there.
This one
looks like how they used to animate Mace Windu.
Yeah.
No, go back one.
The superhero jump or landing.
That bottom one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I don't know.
I see it.
Like I said, I mean, I like these single panels that they were doing. I like that portion. I just didn't like the length. And even here, then he sees Dex's friend. They kind of tried to do it. I mean, all these people got to be 20 feet tall, if that's the case. So either way, then they do the high friend thing, kid book. I guess that's how you make a kid. Now, this is the brother that actually blew everything up. And that's Crix somehow went from like a 10-year-old. Crix. That's what I said. Did I say Crix? Crix?
Yeah. You just said Crick.
Oh, Crix. Went from being, once again, like a 10-year-old kid that's like 5 foot tall or 4 foot tall to being pretty much a teenager at this point, like an older teenager, maybe. I don't know. I'm old, so they all look young to me. He does still have Marchand Rowe's like garb around him, so I think it's still going to be pretty important. And he says that there's big plans going on, and that the brother actually wants to kill his sister, which is Star Wars-esque. So there you go. Next week, go ahead. Sorry, do we have anything else to say about Adventures? It was a good book, right?
No, it's good. I liked it.
Nothing new. It's still doing good. It's unfortunate they're going to lose this title. Hopefully they bring... Well, I would assume they're going to bring over the writers. You know what I mean? Like, that's just... Because that writer is an exclusive.
I hope so. It'd be sad if they don't. Yeah.
You could definitely change the artist, but the writer probably keep them the same.
Yeah.
All right. Tales of Villainy. We're going to finally get the Ventress cover that we're 50-50 split if it's good, but Ventress always does well in the Tales of Villainy. The story's not going to be good, but that's okay. Trials of Shadow should start picking up because we're finally going to get number 2 on that. That's the same guy that does Adventures, so hopefully it'll be just as good as Star Wars Adventures High Republic. We also get the annual. There's a lot of talk about the second one already, the video game cover, which is the RI cover.
That's the Steve Zissou cover.
The Steve Zissou. I would suggest if you want this cover, get it early. If not, wait a year and buy it. It's probably going to be a lot like last year's annual, where it shot up really quickly and then slowly trickulated back down. So, and it still isn't down. I think last year's cover
put Jackson in the annual.
Calvin Scott. Well, yeah, because Calvin Scott's been writing the annuals for the last couple of years. So yes, is that what you're asking for the last 3 years? And it was his favorite character. So,
just curious.
Yep, but that's why
it was a theme. If it was a running gag for them, it's like, oh, we're gonna put Jackson.
No, it's a running gag for just Scott because Scott likes Jackson. So, and Dengar, to be honest with you. So we might see some Dengar love in there. I do think they'll have a little bit of adventures in there, not just Jackson. Then we
Life
get
Day.
Life Day, the book that has Leia with a mustache.
Leia with a mustache and Tommy Lee
Mustache.
Jones solo.
Did anybody? Why is this book popular? Does anybody ask for this book? I'm sorry, I'm on the no list for this book, but I mean, I'm going to get it, but
Because it's just amusing.
Yeah,
is it?
it's an interesting.
Nostalgia, amusement.
concept.
It's like, oh, that's just an old joke.
Well, it's fine. I guess we all don't have to agree on it. Yeah. Okay. That's all we have to say.
T. Jones, real quick. T. Jones asked. T. Jones had a question on the what the RI means. It's retailer incentive.
Retail incentive
There you go.
1 in 10. Over at IDW, it's 1 in 10. And usually people don't order more than 10 of the book, so they only get each store usually only gets 1 RI.
And if you ever see their exclusive like convention ones and stuff, it's RE for retailer exclusive.
Retail
Mhm.
Same thing.
Which, when we were talking about them having to get rid of stuff, that would be something they would have to blow out in a warehouse sales, that type of stuff, before they transition in the spring of 2020, going to Dark Horse. All right. Now, there is a little bit of rumor that they might be able to finish off some titles, though, so we don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. FOC. Oh, hey, I love the cover B, and from what I hear, the cover B for the annual, although $8, it's going to be open order for both A and B. I just know because I like the chef, not Raekwon, but
Meth for a chef.
Huh?
I said meth for a chef.
Yeah, right. No, hopefully that's gonna be his first appearance, which I think it is, but it's also kind of a sweet cover. I do know that he looks like a pirate there, and that's not exactly how I expected Egal to look, but he is probably one of the biggest badass Jedi there's ever been and ever will be. So hopefully they play that out in High Republic Annual Adventures, and that's coming up on FOC. So make sure you guys order early, often, and what? Did somebody have a comment?
No, I just made a Cook comment. Just thinking back to Under Siege again.
He's not Under Siege though. We talked about this last week. Nobody expects him to look like this, right? Like that's not even how he looked on the original dust jacket for either the Barnes and Noble copy or the out of print copy. Like not anywhere close to what he looked like on either one of those.
He definitely looks a lot more dwarfish now in this like image.
Yeah, like a dwarf pirate.
Well, no, I'm thinking like Gimli. Like, it's old Gimli.
Those are two. Besides besides Leia Mustache.
Joe says she likes milk.
Right, she might. RI did all right. Maybe they are sponsored by. They got to fill that out, right? They can't leave that like that. You can't do her dirty like that, can you?
I have no idea.
They did pretty good with their B covers and their RIs. All right,
that's
all we
got
got
for
for
that.
that.
Space cover.
Kind of. It kind of does. It kind of doesn't.
That could be interesting.
Next up, do we want to talk about Rancor, or do we want to that dilemma?
Lewis has an interesting idea. You want to do a year one look back on High Republic?
Sure. Yeah, we will. Absolutely. We'll do a year one look back on that, Lewis. That's a great idea. By the way, hi,
it's
Lewis.
also the end of
Hello,
phase one. So there's like the Marvel universe. There's more than one phase. So the end of the first year is the end of phase one too. So
yeah,
be a good time to do it.
Good to see T. Jones. Good to see Dusty. Good to see Joe. And good to see Lewis. All right. Good. So do we want to go into how the internet's going to hate us after we go over what a first appearance is, or do we want to do Rancor real quickly so show how the internet hated something else? Which one do you want to do?
We can do Rancor.
Okay. Let's do
Rancor.
Rancor. All right, Rancor, Dom. I'll give you a little start off, and then you can take it over. Here we go. Well, we start off with, she did had a lot of side eye and like, I can't believe I'm saying this shit. If you guys missed the live stream of the Hasbro Pulse Rancor, what the heck do they call it, Dom? What's this thing called? Like the Kickstarter?
HasLab.
HasLab.
So they didn't start on time either. Even at the 10-minute mark, it was like still 15 seconds to go. And then they did an intro for another 2 minutes. It started around the 12-minute mark, which is like great, dude. Way to start a stream on time.
They did that last time too, though.
I know. Yeah, we're a couple minutes short sometimes, but if you ever got to see behind the scenes here, I really get upset when we're not running on time. And then Jedi starts yelling at us, guys, I got 4 after. Let's go. And so like we hate it, but these guys can go 15 minutes late to give you what this nonsense is.
Yeah, too busy drinking Bartles and James.
They decided to run the same promo video they did in grayscale last time, but this time it had a colored Rancor with it. And here's our group. We can't say Bartles and James anymore, so we won't call these guys Bartles and James anymore, just in case. These two guys are no longer known as Bartles and James, Eric and Patrick.
But that's what they were, the beverages they were consuming.
Yeah, but they brought back Chris and, like I said, Jing. Jing's one of our favorites. As you can see, she's already, this is just the start here. She's already giving side eye, like crooked.
Wait, you don't have it up.
Like,
You don't have it up on.
Put up.
huh?
We're not seeing it.
Put up.
Oh, shoot. Really? I didn't share it well? Hold on. You didn't see it since the beginning? Going through all this stuff.
I don't know when you started.
No.
I thought you were
All right, let's
giving
go
a
back
quick
and share it.
recap intro. I'm like, all right.
Hey, this is perfect
It'll
for this
pop up
segment
eventually.
because I'm giving a recap of just how they did theirs. All right, here we go. There she is. We get a lodging there. Here we go. 10 minutes. Circle it. 10 minutes. 1, 15 seconds left.
Oh,
They didn't even
okay,
start 12
yeah.
minutes. They showed this video again. This was the same video they showed originally with the grayscale. They just colored it up.
Was it still doing like the arms out? Like just
Yes,
check me out.
yes. Arms out, arms up, this big. Okay, here it is. No, can't call them Barnes and James anymore. There she is, already doing side eye and half smile. Like, what am I doing with these morons? And Chris has got a newly fresh shaven head, and you get to see the lights in his background. Also, by the way, the production level, like, you sell some of this stuff in the background, buy these guys a mic, and like just let them. This isn't new. You're in the studio. Like, figure out your audio, because their audio was terrible here. I do like Patrick's shirt, though. He's really cool. And he's not cool enough to be wearing that shirt. All right.
That was Jimmy.
Hey, we can't. Oh, we got to call him Jimmy now. Yes.
Bart and Jimmy.
Bart and Jimmy. There we go. Bart looks so sad. So sad. All right. Dom, what do we got here?
All right, they're showing the feet and the colors and the detail of what it looks like, and they're so proud of the colors and the hoofs of the Rancor.
That looks kind of cool, though, right? The detail.
Oh, the color. I like the colors that they put in the nails, where they the feet. The claws look much better.
Those hingings, they got that hinging wasn't. I mean, they probably should have hid that better, but okay.
That's pretty cool. They put it next to the Razor Crest. They had 2 projects, and both one destroyed and one killed, which it's funny. They like doing destroyed and dead things. But they were showing the size, which the Razor Crest is 30 inches long and 10.5 inches tall, and you got 27 inches for the Rancor, and with its arms spread out, it was 42 inches.
Dude,
Pretty big.
look at the picture of the Rancor. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have had his tail hanging like that, bro.
Yeah, it looks like
I just looked at this slide. Man. Is that C3PO mess up?
well, you know what? It looks like
You just made this interesting to me.
No, it looks like he's going to the bathroom. If you're going to the
It
other,
looks like
go to
something
the
else
next
is
slide.
hanging low.
Yeah,
That's not what I was
go to the
thinking about
next-
going to the bathroom.
No, the next slide. Look at the next slide. It looks like.
Oh, geez. Yes, it does. Yeah. Okay, sweet. All right. Now it looks like
But,
another.
Now I have to have one.
So now they were talking about this one. They were talking about how they had somebody at the shoot and they set up this full diorama that you can't buy, you can't do yourself, and then I don't know.
Well, look, they're showing what it looks like, what it would look like if they really had the Jabba dungeon. You know, if they, which they should come out with, if they're smart
showing you
enough.
what- They're showing you what they're not going to give you. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that should have been one of the tiers that they gave. You know, if you're going to give, make it interesting.
And by the way, the color apps that they keep talking about, these are 2 different color apps.
Yeah, they are. Well, of course, the chains are metal, and the padding, you know,
The padding. Where's the padding?
the padding on his shoulders to match the back.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
the
I can't
armor.
unsee it now.
Yeah,
I cannot unsee it now.
It looks like he has a male appendage sticking out. They also added water to make it look like he's dripping
Make it look like
stuff
he's
out the
dripping,
side.
the saliva or the side of his mouth, which is pretty.
This was interesting.
That's a cool dude. That was funny. He couldn't keep the mouth closed.
All right, I'm turning my camera
mouth
off.
kept open.
I can't do
Yeah. Oh,
And his face was like, "Yeah, I thought they
he
would."
deadpanned. at the camera at one point, like, holy crap, I can't keep the mouth shut. Like, what am I gonna do?
You broke the fourth wall, just like a little.
Yeah, I broke the fourth wall. Like, oh shit. Like, look for
Trading
help.
places. Bacon that you might find in a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
Well, you know what? Some of the details are really cool, like the chain on the wrist and the saliva coming the side of his mouth, and little, that's pretty cool. It's a little detail, but for the price point,
Yeah, they were saying it was real metal, but is that
What's-
for the price point? Oh,
What's with
this
the Harrison Ford earring you just highlighted there with the arrow?
yeah, that was
no,
it. They were really excited about that. Like,
yeah,
it's like every time they did something cool, like, yeah, they were. Dom's right. This thing is real metal. The chain on his arm's real metal. It makes a clinking noise. It was super cool. And they're like, yeah, and if you miss this detail, we gave him. He's like a teenager in the '90s. We gave him an earring in the side of his head. And it's like,
yeah, that sold it for me. That sold it for me. That's what I wanted for now. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, but you know, look, the main thing is that they are so
They holding a tape measure?
they're so happy, yeah. Like how long his arm length is from side to side, I guess, when they were doing that. Because
So this is supposed to be the diorama that they're going to give you. They're going to give you a piece of cardboard, but they didn't want to show you the
back.
cardboard. They wanted to show you the printout of the cardboard because of
What
scale.
does that tell me?
No.
Let me show you a picture of the picture we're going to send you.
look, back in the day, remember the cantina came in with cardboard and plastic? They had more cardboard than plastic back in the old
Yeah, right.
the cantina. You know, they're trying for that now, but they can make plastic. They can do it so much better than just a
The
cardboard.
hang down looks a lot worse in this picture than
Yeah,
it did in the other
The
one.
hang down was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
Just that
All right.
dangle was just.
let's go through tiers, Dom.
Okay. We don't need a Gamorrean guard, which we already have some already. They just
So I
wanted
think
to
they
give
need
us the
9,000 backers to get just the project off the ground. Then add 11,000, which would be
1,000
tier
to get
1.
this, which we're gonna have a second. Yeah, he's 6 inches on a power of the force with the coin, but really, we have
You already have the figure.
have the
Just-
We already
We
had
have
the
the
Black
big
Series figure, the 6-inch.
we have already. We don't need that. Then go to the next one now. Now we get a bunch of bones.
And that cardboard we talked
Cardboard.
about. Yeah, get the
Which
cardboard.
is kind of funny. The one bone, the one skull that's right between the two big ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposedly a important figure in one of the back issues in one of the Dark Horse books.
Really?
I gotta look back at that.
That's
But-
the skull that Luke uses
That's
to
I'll just throw into the.
There's a
jam
throw.
open the thing.
And there's a
Kill the
backstory
Rancor.
to that skull. But
Okay.
now wait. Now
Oh, sorry.
skip the next tier and go to Luke.
Okay. I
Let's go to
actually
Luke.
like Luke.
Okay, I like Luke too, but when you're gonna give Luke, all right, we have a Luke already, and if they're gonna do even better detail on his robe and on his outfit and make it look more realistic to what the movie was, then I'm fine with that. I am not fine with go to a Serracious Clum now. Go to the next one.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, there is no reason why this should be even part of
The Rancor
tiers.
pit. Yeah,
No,
you're
but
right.
That's what the Jabba said.
Where is the trainer? They
Where's
should have had
Ola?
the Rancor keeper, Ola. Exactly.
take
You could have made it Ola, or you could have made. But look,
The Game Master.
politically
Yeah.
correct. They can't come out with Ola. You know, they could, but they couldn't put the name
Okay.
on.
Well,
So, but this is a waste.
What are you talking about?
They
It's
could've used-
HasLab. They can do whatever they want. They could do the nip
I
slip
know.
one that they had from the
I
movie.
know, but we already have that already with the SDCC, Jabba the Hutt place that came out.
all right.
You know,
Yeah,
they
fair
could have
enough.
came out
Yeah, but-
another time.
Yeah, but I mean,
The
have
Rancor
the pit master come out, have the animal trainer come out. I mean,
yeah.
The Rancor keeper, that was the most important thing. That's what people wanted. There's a
Yeah.
They
meme
could have had a
going on
2-pack with the dude consoling him.
There's a meme on Instagram now going around with the Rancor keeper with his face all sad, going, "What about me?
yeah.
Forget me."
All right, so here were some of the comments you guys sent me. This is what they were sending me while I was at the con. Awful paint, terrible tears. Sack whoever organized this kit. Yeah, could you imagine if Kennedy
from
was in charge of
overseas.
this? Because it's terrible.
And they spelled organized with the S.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it does say. So Malek, that's the guy. That's the trainer.
No,
What's his name?
the-
Actual name?
The trainer.
Why can't they
And
do
Ola should have
Ola?
been the two.
Why can't they do
could, but
Ula?
they because of what she represents. She was a prisoner, you know, in the Jabba's palace.
Yeah, she's a slave. Yeah.
Against her will, exactly. So they couldn't do another Leia anymore. They can't do Leia. They can't do anything that has.
Oh no, I don't think they can do Slave Leia. I think they're two different things. I think they can't do Slave
No.
Leia because of something else. But
No, but anyway, they could have did Ola, which I would have took that figure.
Yeah.
I would have definitely
3-pack figure at some of these cards.
Yeah, but the
3
Rancor
repack
Keeper-
figures. They're right. Yeah.
The Rancor
Oh wow, I didn't
Keeper
cross up.
was the best.
You lost me big time,
Yep.
Hasbro. Repacks to go long. This is gonna fail. Your tiers unlocks are okay.
Shit,
Repacks. And
repacks.
Stuff. Yeah. Okay. Underwhelming compared to other hats, which it was like the whole inside.
Yeah.
I remember going to the HasLab for the Razor Crest, even though it blew up. Like they had a bunch of stuff on the inside, and the details were kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wait, why isn't he displaying the cardboard background then? Ooh, yeah. They asked about that. Why didn't you show us the cardboard? Was the cardboard too cheap looking? Which is a big concern. Yeah, you suck, Hasbro. Repack. Okay. First time ever. This was an interesting one. This is the one that I kind of felt, because I say this sometimes too. It's like for the first time ever, I have to decide with the crybabies who usually expect too much out of a $20 doll. This looks very bad. However, the tears are actually an insult, and they deserve better. I actually like that.
Yeah.
Somebody put out an opinion like that, where it's like sometimes we do it with the comic books too. People are like, well, you're just hating. We're not hating. Like if it's garbage, it's garbage. Somebody's got to call it what it is. So, and then this one, way too dark and canceled. The paint. That's what you're talking about. So
now this is the best
we're
part.
talking to the point of you need another few thousand people to give you $300 to $400 for this figure, and then all you're going to give in return is cardboard. Yeah, people are going to be upset.
Cardboard and some bones. Well, you could tell they were trying to do everything during that to like pump it up and sell it, and it wasn't working, because this is what Dom sent me. This is what happened right afterwards.
This was the best. Before the live stream, they had 5,134 backers. After the live stream, 5,014 backers.
They lost 100.
That's amazing. And now it's even further down. Now it's 4,800 now.
They're constant. I mean, they got to get to 9,000, so they're like almost halfway there, going the wrong way, and there's got 15 days left. So.
Would this be the first ever HasLab that doesn't get backed?
Maybe.
Have there been other
ones? I have a feeling that it would probably get back. Well, this is the only out of all the back so far. This is the only one that's been playing that cat and mouse game. I still think they're going to back it because there's hardcore fans out there that want it.
Or they're just going to back it because I mean, how much work they put it, everybody laughs, but how much work and money they already put into those prototype and everything else that they've done.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you saw one figure, but you saw a different app on another one. That means they've already made probably a dozen to 20 of these things.
Yeah.
That means, and that's after they tested all the stuff out and how much money they've already put into it. I don't think Dom's wrong. I think Dom's wrong in one case. I think Dom's wrong in the fact that he thinks that people are going to back this. I think Hasbro is looking at each other going, oh, shit, we've been ripping people off for a very long time.
If it doesn't get
we better back our own stuff and start buying some of those slots ourselves.
Exactly. Either they're going to back themselves, or if it doesn't get backed, I wonder how much the prototypes are going to be online.
Those, really expensive. They will.
That's true.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah.
You know,
unwilling dancer. Just call her just a dancer. That's
dancer.
I'm telling you,
how about
Ruben's with me? I'm telling you, it's because of it's the Janet Jackson moment. That's why they won't put her in.
Oh, they go the girl that's doing things against her will.
I think I don't want to really get into why the Leia, the actress had to say about the Leia thing and maybe an incident that happened because of it. And I think that's why we're not going to get Slave Leia anymore. Okay, it's one of those issues that it's a thing that we're not going to get into on this show. It's not our business. And if I believe what she said, and I get that. I think Ula was a different situation. Ula's just a dancer, and
all I'm saying is the bonuses for this Rancor are just really lackluster. I mean,
cardboard and bones. Cardboard and bones.
They were given extra heads. They were given extra heralds. They were throwing in like
good
things
shit
that were actually good. Exactly, good. People wanted them. Who the hell cares? You give a
when they drop
repaint of a
skulls,
Gamoran guard on a new card back. Like,
exactly.
yay.
And
Thanks.
once they dropped the skulls as a tier, that threw everybody off. Skulls.
No,
really,
it did because
that could
Go
come
ahead.
with the rank. That should have been part of the.
Yeah, it should have been part of it in the first place.
Do you remember when they did Razor Crest? They dropped the artwork for the Razor Crest to the inside. They didn't actually show it, even though they had the paint apps already done and they showed a paint app thing. And then it took them 3 weeks to actually drop the stuff. Like they're like, yeah, cool. I know you all want to see it in real life. We're not doing that pretty much. This one last week they were going, hey, here you go, a gray Rancor, and in a week they had that motherfucker painted.
Yeah, what was with that?
Painted because they were trying to hype it because the thing wasn't doing well.
You know why? In the beginning. Look, I'm sorry, Marco. I look at it this way. This is my thing. When it was already mentioned that it was coming out, people were already disappointed. They didn't want that because there's so many other things they can do.
I agree.
Give us an X-wing. Give us an X-wing or an A-wing. Give us a vehicle that we can use. You already had a first order TIE fighter that not even a regular TIE fighter. Put one of the original OG ships out there. That would sell.
I agree. I think they've been having problems from the beginning. You know, they were that Bartles and Bartles was really cocky. Whatever Ben or we call him Ben. Ben was really cocky when he was out there going, and Jimmy was going, hey, you're the expert in Rancor. You love Rancors. He's like, I do. And people are like, we would love it. You know what we'd love? We'd love the guy, the trainer. That's what we'd love. We'd love Ola. That's what, like they had so many mistakes on this one.
Yep.
But you know what, dude? Every time you put, sometimes you just hit that L. But instead of taking the L and moving on, they're out there trying to sell you their loss. I'm sorry. Look,
$350. That's a no. Look, I love Star Wars just as much as this panel does. Yeah. I can't see myself buying something like that. Look, I was actually second thinking about buying the Razor Crest. The last couple of days when it was backed, I turned around and said, you know what? I started getting a little FOMO on it because I was like, you know what? On the secondary market, this thing's going to be a bad boy. It's going to be crazy. And it was already selling for $1,000 in the secondary market. So I said, you know what? Let me get it. I like it. I like the ships. And who the hell knew they were going to blow it up? And it's like, once you blew it up, that's a slap in the face of all the people who backed it.
Have they mailed that yet?
It actually is in Canada right now. So apparently anywhere in December to the beginning of January, it's coming.
So you haven't even given the last one yet. And because the barge came out before they started doing the stuff with it was out for a couple of years before they started doing this with Razor Crest.
No, actually a year. Actually a little bit over a year.
About a little bit over a year. Yeah.
See, the barge people love the barge. I think the barge really took off because people like that nostalgia because it was OG Star Wars. They want the Rancor to be OG, but there's only so much you could do. And like I said, after people got a bad taste with the Razor Crest, you're going to throw this out, and then the tiers you give.
Cheers were shit. Cheers were shit.
They were.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They did say at one point, this was funny. They said at one point, well, you could build your own. Now they're giving you the cardboard as a tier list. Well, our friends here built this diorama with real sand and stuff. You could just do that instead of using the cardboard. I'm like, shit, well, I said a tier list thing then. Like, that's messed up. It's messed up.
You could buy sand and make your own.
Yeah. All right. That's enough of that. Let's get into something else now. Let's get into the news about a casting, I guess. Right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, sure. If you want. All right.
To the Niagara Falls. Oh, Joe. All right. So we decided, I think we all heard the big news this weekend. And that's why people are trying to sell some books really expensively now. And it's that Sabine Wren has been cast. And I don't know if you've seen the workout video to her with the blade where she's working out or whatever. I don't know. JJ, go ahead. I don't know what you're putting in these slides because I'm trying to intro your stuff, but I have no clue what's going on.
So I did it kind of as a character profile.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, next slide for me.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So, and I'm going to butcher her name. Natasha Liu Bordizzo, I assume is how you say her name. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not a super well-known actress, but yeah. She looks like she's going to fit I mispronounced the leader. I typo at the top. Anyways, she's I don't know. She really hasn't been in a lot of productions, at least on the American side of things. But I don't know the look. They definitely nailed the look. She looks a lot like her.
Do you think so? I have a lot of my Hispanic friends were kind of disappointed because they figured the characters, especially with the tagging and all, was a little bit. It should have been a little, maybe a little bit more Hispanic based, I guess. Which I could see.
Guess, maybe I don't know.
I could see.
What about Dr. Afra? She gets a Dr. Afra.
Yeah, well, she's gonna be Asian for sure, right? Like you have to cast Dr. Afra as an Asian.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they're too far
think
off.
it looks
I actually
good as a
saw her in her
matchup.
action pieces. I mean, yeah, she looks all right. She looks like she can wield a blade, and you give her some funky hair. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Obi likes it.
So, real quick, little bit of background on Sabine. Obviously, a Mandalorian by birthright. Member of Clan Wren, which is House Vizsla. So her mom was actually in the Death Watch, and her father was an artist, hence the artistic tagging everywhere. She was in the Imperial Academy. She was basically forced into it by her mother, and then she escaped. And that's when she joined the Rebels crew. And as anybody who followed Rebels know, she kind of became an engineering savant, and even developed a weapon I think that the Empire used at one point and some other stuff. So, and she also became the wielder of the Darksaber until the Darksaber, which is not supposed to be handed over from person to person, was handed over to Bo-Katan without a challenge. So.
Wait, was anybody surprised? Because some people were surprised about this, that she's gonna be in the Ahsoka show. Like we do know, for those people that don't understand this, Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren went off together to go find Ezra and Thrawn. Like that's what they did at the end of Rebels. So I think we were more surprised because I think we mentioned this when we were reviewing the Mandalorian last season, that we were surprised that Sabine didn't show up because they are like that was, I think, the biggest surprise was that she never showed up the last episode.
Because the Mandalorian took place before that epilogue in Rebels.
Before they left?
Before they left, yeah.
That can't be right.
No, because Mandalorian's after.
No,
unless
Rebels is still before.
The whole fact is, remember when she was talking at the end, and they were talking about 5 years after the fall of the Empire, she stayed on Ezra's planet.
It would have been over 10, but
it overlaps with the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian, she's looking for Thrawn, and that's why she got Sabine to go find Ezra and Thrawn.
So Mandalorian's 10 years. It's 11 years after. So it'd be the 11th year after Jedi. Rebels ended before.
Why would Ahsoka
leading into New Hope?
It was the epilogue.
Why would Ahsoka be?
It was the epilogue. You're right. It was. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, JJ. I don't think it's that far out. But
why would Ahsoka be so concerned with finding Thrawn if Ezra's not with him?
Yeah, Ezra's with him, and Ezra shot out. That would be Ezra shot out 14 years before that. They can retcon.
It wasn't the whole goal of them teaming up was to find Ezra.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The epilogue happens after Mando.
Yeah.
It happens after Mando. Yeah. I mean, they can do whatever they want, but it. Okay. All right, we got this guy again. Here we go.
Okay.
This guy. It's Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
So yeah. Yep. Real quick, the lawyer-esque thing. These are most of her early appearances. They're detailed across magazines, both foreign and domestic. They are basically my opinion, but I'm going to let people decide on their own what they think a first appearance is of a character and what should be noted and all that stuff. So that's just the lawyerly.
That part of it is opinion based. When they were actually released is not an opinion.
Oh,
it is
what happened.
And I will give you the order and the dates.
Exactly.
Fun stuff. So, but yeah.
Moving on.
That's my disclaimer.
Yeah, there you go.
So, okay. So this was I think it was only 4 pages. So I'm pretty sure I didn't actually flip through my copy to see exactly, but it's somewhere around there. Little promo that was distributed with a Rebel Strike Back set, as well as an insert to a Lego Club magazine, which I think was a Bionicle cover, if I remember right.
You're right.
and basically it was all for the launch of the TV series. And this is in a comic format, though it is. It's more like a magazine size, and yeah, they're Legos characters. So kind of, at least at the time, and even it's picking up steam. All these books are really picking up steam, but it's Legos, so nobody cares that much. I guess is the way to put it. But
yeah,
whether you like it or not,
they are in Lego form.
Yeah. Once again, this was an introduction to the characters, though. It was an introduction to the characters.
Yes. Okay. Yep. That's exactly what it was.
All right.
So next up, Star Wars Rebels Magazine #1, which was actually released in the UK and also in Europe in January 2015. So this was technically the first appearance overseas of them. And basically, it's a 10-page comic called Ring Race that does prominently feature all of them. So Sabine's in about probably 60%, 70% of the comic. So she's in a lot of comics. So this would be considered, if it weren't a magazine, this would be considered a first full appearance, I would think. But everybody seems to discount it because it's a magazine.
It's a magazine, doesn't count as a first appearance in comics.
Yeah. And it's a foreign magazine, technically.
Yeah.
There was a... Yeah,
but it did introduce the foreign markets.
It
did introduce the foreign markets by name to all these characters. Just so you know, it introduced all these characters to the foreign market.
Yep. This was the first time you saw them over there. And there is an American version of it, but it wasn't released until October 2015. So a whole 10 months later or so, it was released.
And 2 covers, too.
Yeah.
On the US one.
Yep. Actually, there's 2 covers on the British one, too, but I didn't take
They got the Vader cover on the British?
It's a different cover, but they kind of have what would be a it's not previews, but it would be like a previews exclusive. But,
I gotcha.
Yeah. So here's the first big one. The one that really kind of gained steam more than anything else was Kanan the Last Padawan #1. So in April 2015, this came out. And this is the one that she's only in one panel. Or one page, I should say. It's about a full page panel. About half page, maybe. Quarter panel.
It's a quarter panel.
Yeah. But she's there.
QP.
The whole crew is there. And it's important to note, as Pete can tell you, because he's got them sitting next to him there.
I got it sitting right next to me.
On the CGC label, they literally list every Rebels character as this being their first appearance. No. Yeah. Interesting enough, on Pete's second print copy, that doesn't.
She does speak. She has a word bubble, which is one of the criteria that I've always heard is a check for first appearances.
Yeah, but it's weird.
A second. By the way, a second. This was also 2 with second appearances when that was being grade 2. Second appearance. Remember, that's a reprint and wouldn't be a first appearance anyways. And CGC
no, but it still doesn't list it.
I understand.
I understand. It lists it as first Kanan for whatever reason, but not the rest of the crew.
Well, we know why, but keep going.
No, but I got them at the same time. Like I submitted them at the same time. They literally graded them at the same time. Why would they have different labels?
Because nobody put it into the notes.
Their labeling is weird.
You have to, So at that time, now they don't do it as much. They go to apps or whatever, but you had to.
Yeah, I know.
Label it
list
into
everything out that you want.
Yeah.
I still don't trust them. I put things in there that went error that didn't have foil on it.
I always put things in there. I used to always put things in there. All right, go ahead.
Anyway.
Ooh, that guy's about to get burned real quick. All right. Go next.
So August 2015, Kanan Last Padawan #5 comes out. Again, Sabine shows up with the whole crew in it's probably a quarter, half panel appearance. Just one panel. So everybody's calling this a second cameo. Although, again, if you include the magazine in the Lego magazine, it's technically a 4th appearance, but it's a second cameo to what the market is calling it right now. So,
second cameo.
We'll go to the next one.
No.
I mean, there's not much here. It's pretty much the same as issue 1. Yeah.
Again.
So this is an interesting one that not a lot of people follow that I thought was interesting when you talk first full appearance. But so August 22nd, 2015, Panini released this promo comic. And the promo comic reprinted all 10 pages of Ring Race. But unlike a magazine, this is actually a comic book size and format. So it is technically Ring Race, not in a magazine, but in a comic.
It is.
So theoretically, to me at least, this is a first full appearance because it comes out before, if you hit the next slide.
Oh, I agree. Leftover magazines don't count, but it's how the Europeans do comics.
That was a comic, though, not a magazine.
Don't count.
And then Kanan the Last Padawan #6. Obviously, this is the one that's picked up steam. Several apps and websites reported it as their first full. And it's the interesting thing to me, the thing that always gets me about this is when you look up these sites and these websites, they say, oh, this is the first full appearance of Sabine. But Hera and Zeb and Ezra are all in the same one panel appearance in the other issues of Kanan. So nobody ever says, oh, well, this is their first appearance. It's somehow only her.
You know what it is? She's the focal point. The focal point. It's going to catch on. I guarantee. Once Ezra makes his appearance live action, guarantee
it's because of this.
Up. Yeah, it's all.
What happened was people who couldn't find number one. This is very simple. And it's the same thing that happened with Hulk 180 and 181 for people that don't know the history. Hulk 181 had sold out. It was a first appearance. And it was even put that way in Overstreet Guide for a while, for a year and a little bit. And then their seasonal update came out. They misprinted it, said it wasn't, which it wasn't a misprint because dealers didn't have 180, but guess what they had? 181.
Oh, so you misspoke there at the beginning.
Yeah, they apologized. Yeah, 180. They apologized. Overstreet apologized and tried to retract that. That wasn't the case. After that, the dog was already out of the barn. Everybody called it. With this one here, it's a little different because everybody already knew who that character was. This isn't like the first time the character is being introduced to us. Everybody knew who that was. And everybody, for a very long time, was calling number one her first appearance. And then people couldn't find number one anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then a certain app decided, well, some website that's more popular than us and will always be more, a YouTube channel, decided to say that he thought that 6 probably should be the first appearance. Now, I'm not sure that boy's ever opened up a comic book in his life. I don't know him personally, never met him, never seen him, never watched the show. But this is the one that's more valuable right now. That's the facts of life. And if you're going to buy one and resell it, even though it's not listed as the first appearance, this is probably the one, if you get cheaper, you should buy and resell. Absolutely. 100%. No argument. That doesn't mean it's his first appearance, though. It just ain't true. So,
and if you really
I think the
want
market's probably going to settle on what the market settles on. And like you said, this is 181 and that's 180.
Yeah.
I
think the ships. Yeah. I think the market shifts.
You really need both, just like Hulk, but yeah.
Because the problem with it is this: if you have a big enough audience, and you can take this and you can put it on a list and say, just a picture on the internet of this book, say first appearance of Sabine Wren, obviously because it was Sabine Wren was thought to be coming in Mando at that point, right? You can do that. All they see is picture, first appearance, and everybody goes and shoots and overpays for number 6. None of those people that paid for over 6, not like us when we got them for cover price in dollar bins, the people that overpaid for that book aren't going to say like, oh crap, I bought the wrong book because I didn't do my research. What they're going to say is like, yep, sure, it's the first appearance. And by the way, if you want to pay me more for this book than number 1, I'm going to sell this book to you for $300 raw, $175 raw over what? What are you going to get out of Kanan 1? $80 for one? For number 1 or for a real person? Like,
what are we talking about? This is the difference, I think, between the two. Like, issue 6 doesn't have an incentive. Issue 1 does have an incentive. So now the incentive for issue 1 is more than issue 6.
Fair enough. And there was a lot more. There was a lot more copies of 1. Right, you're right.
So now you're going to go, well, which actually does sell more? Like, people love incentives. They just do.
You want to get
people want it.
I get it. I get it. But I will tell you, you should have got them all. I don't know if I'd pay at the rate right now 6 is going.
No.
But dude, they started. But then this is where they whiffle waffle. Have you seen the fucking BAM book? I remember going to Half Price Books. Oh, sorry, I talked to Half Price Crook this weekend. Half Price Books, and there were 4-packs. They were selling.
Here, this is going to be for later, but just so you guys can see what we're talking about. BAM, this is the cover we're talking about.
Second and Charles, and they were selling 4-packs. And I remember where I was like, dude, nobody wants this. This is like a reprint of a reprint. Like, it's not a good. It doesn't have anything to do with the cover. And I remember when they mentioned it, and the people who knew it was in 1, they were ripping open because they'd sell it as a 4-pack, but it was like $29.99 for the 4-pack or some ridiculous, stupid deal. And they'd start just pulling that book out. Now they're pulling out the Leia's, but Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, one's the first appearance.
The real thing I want to know.
What?
Yeah. The one thing I want to know is, so when does, because everybody's like, oh, CGC, this is what I've been seeing this week. CGC needs to change their label and say,
No, they don't.
Although technically they don't say cameo or full on the link, but this is never labeled as even a first full. And I guarantee you, people in the notes have put it before and they haven't done it. So I wonder if they're refusing to do it or they have labeled this as a first full.
Me too, Eric. I've passed on that book.
I don't think so. I haven't seen one that's labeled that way.
I actually have.
I don't think they have either. I don't know if Mark was talking to me.
I've never seen a label like that either. But I eventually somebody's going to get to them. I think that, this is the reason why they stopped letting you do like 1 day pickup, drop off, and pick-ins. Because when you used to be able to go to their place, like CGC, you could go into the building, drop off, wait, pick it up same day. People would argue what was on the label. And then they said, this is pre-pandemic and all. And then they're like, fuck that. We're not letting you here anymore. Like, people ruin nice things. And this is one of the books that can, I'm telling you, like, people will ruin nice things. Like, if you think CGC takes a long time, or, oh, they're not putting first appearance on anything, you're the first 200 books. Have you noticed that they've stopped doing that when there's first appearances? It used to be literally you could call, what was her name? Brittany at the front desk and be like, hey, man, I forgot to put this in the notes. Could you just make it in as an end note? This is a first appearance. It's on page blah, 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 blah. Please look it over, but go ahead. And they would do that. You can't do that anymore. And it's because, like that's it.
CBCS.
Yeah. The card grading company calls it that.
The CBCS makes that distinction. Yeah.
Hey, did CBCS lose your books yet or what? CBCS.
Ultimately,
you would think that these companies would know.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Exactly. I'm not trying to sell you any of these books.
I'm not trying to sell you either books either. I'm trying to sell you both books. I'm telling you, buy all these books. But I'm just telling you, like, you could buy this book and call it what you want. It's not the first appearance. And hey, me and my friend, like, I was just the guy I was with, we had a discussion. He's like, da, 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 da. I said, it's still not the first appearance, but yes, absolutely sell it for more. Like, sell the covers for more. I think Preet doesn't bring up a good. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. No, it's all right. I'm sorry. It's like it goes with the Bo-Katan first appearance in that Dark Horse Temple book. That she had like 3 panels in there. And her helmet was still on. But then now she has the first cover appearance in that screen, that comic screen book that came out with the first so-called appearance of the Bad Batch, which is technically a comic book.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I'm a little bit more of a purist. Yeah, I don't, like they said, I don't count magazines as first comic appearances. I don't count, like, if it's a known character.
Foreigns.
I don't count foreigns either.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, don't call foreigns either. It's got to be an American comic book, and if you missed out, you missed out. And collect what you like. Definitely sell this shit though, for sure. So yeah, I don't know what CBCS is doing, Remo, but send us a picture of it, I guess, if you want to, through the IGs or whatever. We'll look at it. That'd be kind of funny.
I'll accept it if CGC labels it. If CGC labels it the first appearance in U.S. comics.
You're going to argue for the foreign comic
because it's not the first. It's not the first full. It's not the first full in comics. Around the world. Just saying.
You're right. It's not the first full around the world. Oh crap, we can't say that because we. By the way, here we go. Make sure you're all subbed out there. We looked at the analytics. We know only about 50% of you people are subbed to this channel. The other 50% sit here and watch our lovely content, which I don't know. It sometimes is, sometimes isn't, but we would appreciate it if you just hit that sub button. Now I understand that you might not want to have the bell and dinging you all the time. Just because you sub doesn't mean you have to come over here with our lively comic section. Such great comics as Big Remo saying that it is a first appearance because CBCS says so. Something about somebody named Timmy and collecting running stuff, key collecting, whoever that is, rooting stuff from leftover. We get all these great comments. Doesn't mean you have to comment there. You can actually even turn the bell on silent. We just would appreciate it if you'd actually hit the sub button very quickly. All right, what else do we have? So are we going to rank Rebel Terror characters, or do we have more foreign comic magazines that we're going to try to claim has a deal with this? JJ? That was it?
No, that's it. That's all we have for that.
All right.
That's it for that.
I'm glad we didn't muddy the waters any more than that. I am sub to a lot, but only get dinged from comic. Tim, he must love his people.
Hey,
more. Probably does.
we still love you, Leftover. That's not true.
Yeah,
I
Zaggy
love
knows that we
Leftover.
love him. All right, VK.
Well, no matter what you think the first appearance is, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's not the point.
like
the point is it providing you information. You make your own decision of what.
And I will say this much: whether or not one's worth more than the other, or whatever the first is, if you look on eBay right now, all those books I put in there, with the exception of probably the Weird 4 and 1, are going up.
Yeah, they're all
in value.
All of them.
I looked for the Weird 4 one. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's hard to find. But like, if you look at that Lego magazine,
I still can't believe you tried to pass that bullshit foreign. That bullshit foreign as a number one, though. I disagree 100%.
But it's
a comic.
It's a comic that was first.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
All right.
I have a Mexican version of number 1 and number 6 from Mexico.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's break some
that stuff comes later.
That is a. I will say that as a public service announcement, be careful because that number 1 Mexican version looks very similar. So if you're on eBay or other sites buying number 6, be very careful. And number 1, actually, they both look really similar. So
there's a little
look at the cover closely.
Cover exactly.
Oh yeah,
there's one little emblem. So look closely.
So we doing this?
Let's do it.
I agree with Stick. All right, there we go. Let's rate some Rebels character. All right, who do we have for? Oh, is this me? This is my turn.
You don't have to. I can do it. Just tell me who.
No. It's all right. It's all right. I'll get in here. Oh wow,
we got. You like to also watch the chat, so you can watch the chat.
Okay, here we go. We got Kanan. Kanan overall. Where would we put him? By the way, I want to say shout out Dan.
This is gonna be tough.
Dan's been doing some good stuff. He's going to be at Great Lakes. Man, Great Lakes in February is going to be a hell of a show this year. But he really likes this. He likes that we do this ranking thing now. So I think we're going to keep doing it. Kanan, where do you put Kanan?
Top 5.
I say 3.
No, what? 3?
I like him at 3. I like him at 1.
3.
What?
He was my favorite. He was always my favorite.
He died, right? What?
Doesn't matter though. Without
ran away.
Without Kanan, there would be no Rebels. There'd be no Rebels without Kanan.
I got him at like 5. All right.
I got him at 3.
I had him at 4.
Jedi, where do you have him? Where's the chat?
I'm kind of sitting at
1, 2,
3 or 4.
Spoiler that he died. Sorry. 3. What did you say? 3, 4. Yeah. All right. 5. Yes. 5. Okay. 4, 3, 4. We got to put him in 3 because there's a lot of 1, 3s here. So put him in 3 because they're not going to put him in 5, and I guess 4 is too low. 3's in between. Why? You just wait till we see some people that come out of this.
Yeah, that's what I think. We're re-racking. We might have to re-rack.
We're simply ranking to fill that guy in. We're simply ranking our favorite Rebels characters.
Yeah, we're ranking simple. Yeah. What's this list?
No more criteria other than that.
Desi.
I think Kanan got a little less interesting to me. I think he got less interesting after he lost his eyesight.
When he went blind.
Oh, Astro coming out of left field.
We should
$4.99. Yeah, thank you for the super chat,
that.
Astro.
I should address that real quick and saying that
tier 1. Okay, go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, on this list we didn't pick. We did just Rebels characters, so they had to like originate in Rebels and be mostly in Rebels. We didn't do like people that would originate in Clone Wars or
like Darth Maul.
Come to Rebels or something like that, like Ahsoka or
like Ahsoka.
All right. Well, let's thank Astro again for the super chat.
Yes, thank you, Astro.
$4.99 for the super chat. $4.99 says that Thrawn hits tier 1. I would, if Thrawn's in this list, he's hitting 1 overall, and but I think JJ just explained why he's not going to be in here. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, all right.
I was just explaining the criteria.
Oh, and this is Scotty Young cover for 1, which I really like that cover. By the way, I've got 5 of these for sale right now. This is the best cover and first appearance of Kanan as a Scotty Young figure, just so you know, with beating up battle droids.
Yeah, I tried to give all of the Ghost members their own version of Kanan 1.
Chopper. So I like Chopper.
I have a Scotty Young signed one stashed somewhere.
Nice. Who's Chopper voiced by, everybody?
Dave Filoni.
Thank you very much, Filoni. So it's got to be something special. Where do we got Chopper?
I still think of Stand By Me every time I hear his name.
5's not a bad spot for Chopper.
Well, the whole fact is with Chopper is that he's the biggest.
I'll go 6.
He killed a lot.
He is
biggest murderer.
Chopper
highest body count.
Yeah,
yes.
high body count. He says a lot. He talks a lot of shit.
Yep.
It's got the link to Dave. 5. Anybody against 5?
I say
I'm with
I said
JJ
six.
at 6. I'm with JJ at 6.
I'm kind of at 6 as well.
They get 5 by Tony. What's going on, Tony?
5, 6 is
6.
close, but I have one person.
Eric,
I think
Astro's
most
got
people
him
might
at
not have.
5. Chat's at 5. Chat's at 5. Oh, Jones got him at 7. Whoa, left field. Jones 7, almost. R2D, R2 6.
He
Okay,
bullied R2.
he did bully R2. Yep, 6.
We did.
7 again. 9, 5. All right, we're right in between 5 and 6. There's
I know
nothing in
I'm
between
at
5.
6, but I'll put them wherever you guys want.
Put him 5
I
for
say
now.
6.
We'll move him.
That's
6.
me.
6 and what did I say?
6.
6. I'm 5. Don, where are you?
I said 5.
Stop saying 6, JJ. We hear you. You're just like Jones. You're trying to keep saying the number over and over. Put him at 6. 6, take it.
All right.
All right.
For now, we can move it. We're gonna have to shift it because we're gonna have to.
All right,
shift
we'll
Kanan.
go. We'll go. I actually like this character, and I like how she died. Price.
Yeah.
I wanted her.
Boo. She killed
She was
Kitten.
such
10.
10. She was such a good bad character. Did you not
Trash.
want her to die? Did you not
Yeah.
want her to die?
Yeah,
But
but
she
that's
did
why
her
she's
job.
9.
Yeah.
She did her
She
job.
got-
but there's some
what she
big
had
bangers
coming,
in
though.
here. There's some big bangers in here. Yeah, put her at 9. I think 9's not bad for her.
I'm telling you, Kate Blanchett though in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that's her
Does
right
look
there.
a lot like her.
I actually okay. So if you're giving her 9, where do you
Here we
put
go.
Callus? Because I think Callus is 10. He was confusing.
No. I actually think Callus
Really?
is, is a higher character.
Yeah,
I say
I
7, maybe.
Then her
But yeah, 7. You know
Yeah.
what? Put Callus at 6.
7 for Price
Put Cal-
here, 9 or 10.
Put
Nah,
the
I say
Callus
8.
at 6. and
He
we'll
doesn't even
stop at
recognize
7.
him. Really? I think he's 9. Okay,
Yeah.
10
Nah.
something. He was like so bad, like his bad. He was like the bad guy that was very authority. And how they try to explain how he turned to the good side was stupid.
He was a Falcon.
that's why
I know
I got
he's
him in like
so
that 8. He's in a 7-8 kind of range.
All
for me.
right,
want
we can put
7.
him in 8, 7,
Plus, he
8. We got
had
bunch
a
of
Magneto
7s.
helmet. So
He did have
All
a
right.
Magneto helmet.
8, 9, 8. Okay, here we go. 9, 8. We'll put him in 8. Put him in 8. Put him in 8. Got him in 8. Got him in 8.
8.
Got him, and he's there.
He redeemed himself. I did think he was a better good guy. I thought he was okay bad guy. I guess he was just okay at everything.
I like when he let his hair down to look like a good guy. That was good.
I like
All
David
So
Llewellyn.
you guys are gonna put Fenn at 10. Is this what we're doing?
I am just because I just don't.
I like Finn.
I like
even
Fenn.
remember him.
But yeah, he was
I
the struggle. He was a character we struggled to come up with for this thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't even remember him. 10.
I put him 10. 10.
Oh,
He's just
really?
amongst this group. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
really rank him too high.
You don't think he was better than Price? You don't think he was better than Callus?
Well,
No.
no.
I
Callus
remember Price and Callus. I don't remember this guy.
He was the guy that was on the moon that kind of did the splinter off group of the Death Watch, the ones that were kind of the saviors.
The
He's
protectors.
the one
Yeah,
that
Nick
eventually helped out the Night Owls. Eventually was the one that was the whole reason why she had like the Dark Saber went to the other side. No. Does everybody remember Rebels at all?
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
to your point,
Yeah.
you
Okay,
really
put him
want
at
to
10.
Sabine to use the dark saber.
It taught Sabine how to use the Dark
Chat's going
Saber.
10.
Yeah.
Told her that she's not a Jedi, that she's actually
There's an
like
on-
kind of
You can put him
explained
at-
that the
Put
Mandalorian
him
history.
at 9 and move that.
That's
short-haired
fine.
lady
Put him
to
at 10. Put him at 10. Put him at 10. We have
Yeah, you were just
we
arguing
have
full
Kanan
price, and now
at
you wanna-
3. This is
What?
embarrassing.
No, it's not because you got other.
It is
characters that are coming
100% embarrassing. Go
up.
ahead.
Other characters coming up.
Yeah, Kanan's just got to be 4. I'm just telling you, Kanan's 4.
There's no way. There is Lewis. Lewis got 10. A lot of people got 10s. That's fine. I don't think you people have watched Rebels or don't remember it. But where if we put Kanan at 3,
He's
I'm
4
just
to me.
yeah,
ahead.
where are we gonna put
his hat
Hera?
on. Go ahead.
Hera.
Hera's more
Hera's
important.
2.
She's still alone. She got a kid.
5.
5.
Hera's 2. I give Hera 2.
Hera is not
I
a
give-
5.
I give Hera 4.
Hera is no shot at
Arguably,
a 5.
4.
arguably
Hera's
going
4.
forward, she's one of the most important characters.
No,
I
she's-
like her.
She was the most prepared character there. She's the one that picked up Jarrus when he was still Doom. And by the way, she has the kid. She has their kid.
4. 4.
No.
So does she
Not,
go
she's
ahead?
got to be
of
above.
Kanan?
I refuse. I'm going to go. I'm not playing this game if she's not 2. There we go.
2. I'm with
Four.
Marco 2.
2,
Okay.
1, 3.
2.
1.
All right, 2.
3.
I say we bump down Kanan
just-
and put her at least at 3.
I agree, but
All
she's
right.
right there with Kanan.
All right,
Put her at 2 then.
Can we do a tie?
Put her
of
at 2.
three?
No, we can put her at 2 for right now. We can put her at 2 for right now.
No, put her at 3 and put Kanan 4.
No, I disagree.
Put her at 2 then.
All right.
Put her at 2. That's where
Wait,
she's
why
getting
are we
votes
putting
for.
her at 2? Where are all of a sudden
Because
this?
telling you.
2,
Wait,
2,
she comes up.
1.
All right.
She's getting it.
All
She's
right.
between 2
I
and
don't
3.
see a single 1. Where are you saying 1?
Right here. Right. Look at the screen. 1.
That's
Hera.
1. I said 5.
3, 2. It also's with the chat. 2, 4.
JJ,
I say
what did JJ
4,
say?
3.
I say 3 and move Kanan down. I love
saying-
Kanan. I'd rather
yeah.
have her at 4.
2,
But
2.
You know, if you guys end up, and we all know she's going to be on the list, if you guys end up putting Sabine Wren at 1 or 2, then I'm done with this game.
No.
no.
All right. No, that's not who's number 1.
Okay.
Not even close.
Listen.
That's why I'm saying she's got Hera. Okay, put Hera at 2 right now. We can move it later. Put her at 2.
Okay, all
Or
right.
put her at 3 and move down Kane. Put her at 2 because her votes were 2 and 3. So
All right.
put her at 2. We can still move stuff around. Zeb, at this point, Zeb's 1 because I think he's better than all these characters.
5.
Zeb.
What?
7.
No. Zeb.
Into the
7.
Put Zeb at 6 and move Chopper.
No,
7.
8.
No.
No way. He's not
Callus
8.
is better than Zeb.
No way.
Callus is better
No
than Zeb.
way. No
I'll
way.
put Zeb below.
No, Bryce-
I'll put Zeb below Chopper.
Price is better
I'll
than
go
Zeb.
7.
Price is better than Zeb.
No. I think he's better than Keenan. No.
Zeb is just
No.
the muscle. He's just the muscle.
Put
Oh
him
my
at
God.
6.
5. Okay, 5.
No,
Put him
6.
at
No.
5. Look, there's 3 5s in the chat.
All right.
7 for Eric. So now we
yeah.
got 3
So why
7s
there's
and
3
3
5s in
5s.
chat?
The
They
chat
don't
wants
know
5,
who's
go
left.
5.
That's why there's 3 5s left.
Well, we can move stuff. They're not supposed to know who's
Yeah.
left.
All
Listen,
this we can move stuff. I'm the one who's got to move it. I know what
put him
happened.
at. I have him at 1. Everybody else.
So
is
I'm telling you,
at 5.
don't do it now. Put him at
He was
7.
down at 7.
We
He's
need a-
better than Chopper. Would have been so funny if it wasn't for Zeb, man.
We need
Oh,
a
I don't know
impartial
about that.
referee blow his whistle.
I'm just doing the math here. We got 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, 5
7.
here, 7,
Okay.
6,
I'm fine.
7,
I'm good with 5.
4.
Hey, it's only because they can't see what I can see. Once they
Okay.
do, and they're gonna go, oh,
5. There he
That's
is.
why.
Evened it out. Okay, he's better than Chopper. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Chopper might be moving down.
I don't think so.
He's going way down.
I lean towards Chopper. They're right there. but-
Okay, I actually want to know where people put Ezra.
I
7.
put Ezra.
7.
No.
Based on what
No.
we've seen so far, now he's probably got a future, but based on where we are at this point in time, I would say 4 if it's open. I can't tell.
It is
It is.
open. We can move him to 5 though too, but 4. We can put him at 4 or 5, whatever. Ezra 4. Okay, 4. 7. I'm down with 7 with him too, or I'm down move him into 6 spot. I don't know. 4. Where else everybody else got him? This is what we have
He is
open.
our future out of this show.
He is the future.
4. I'd say 4 is safe.
4. Okay,
You know
put him
what?
at 4.
Listen.
He's gonna be so mad. We're moving all these guys. We're moving.
No, we're gonna move this
No, it's
around.
about the shuffle.
No,
it's
because
about
we're
the
moving. If
shuffle.
the next 2 characters are coming up, there's going to be a big change. I know there is.
There is 100%.
Dom, I know. That's why. I'm saying.
100%. The next
I know.
2 characters
100%.
are going ham. They're going ham. Do we only got 2 left? All right, here we go. Which one do you want? Eeny, meeny,
Go with
miny.
her. Go with her.
Go with her. Okay, Sabine Wren.
Sabine Wren is number
5.
5. You put 5. You put Zeb at 7. I'm telling you.
Oh, Sabine's not
Sabine,
at 5.
yes.
Yep.
Sabine's
agree.
better than
Sabine-
no.
yeah,
Sabine's
she's
better than
5.
Kate. You could put her at 3,
No,
not 5.
Better than Kanan.
no, she's not better than
She's
Kanan.
better than Kate. Kanan's
I had
dead.
her
She's
better
better
than
than Kanan.
Kanan,
And
It
as
doesn't matter
Jedi said,
who's dead.
Kanan
Listen to me.
sucked. He's
He's
dead
fine.
and he
Doesn't
sucked
matter
after he
if
lost
he's
his
dead.
vision.
Darth Vader is
I like
dead. Are you
Kanan.
telling
Put
me you
it
wouldn't
at
rank
5.
him high on the Sith list?
Jedi, you even said he sucked after he lost half it. Okay. For one
Oh, but
season,
I
he was
said
good.
he wasn't
Then he
as
lost his
interesting
sight. He
after he
sucked.
lost his
He was
sight.
talking to Voodoo forever. He couldn't even get that straight.
Bendu.
He couldn't train
Move-
Sabine Wren with a dark
move
saber.
Zeb.
He needed
Move
Fed, who you guys
Zeb.
ranked 10. You ranked
That is why.
the traitor.
That is why I was. I don't want to say I was upset because I wasn't upset, but that is why I was disappointed when he lost his sight because I did like him so much as a
Right.
character.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then
That was one season.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Zeb. Put
Sorry, I
Zeb
didn't mean to cut you off. Jedi.
at 7.
You're right. I agree with
Zeb
everything.
sucks.
I agree with everything Jedi's saying. 100%. Yes. Go ahead. Finish up, please.
What are we doing?
me? No, I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Okay. So he was good for one.
I mean,
Are we keeping Chopper?
We're watching the chat. We're watching
here,
the
are we
chat.
bumping everybody down? Where does Sabine go? Does she go at 7
She goes at 5
or higher?
Let Jedi finish because we're watching the chat. Let Jedi finish.
no, I mean, I think that he's pivotal to the whole story. I forget who was saying it, JJ or whoever. There is no Rebels without Kanan, and there is no Rebels really without Hera. That's why I think that they are where they need to be at least in the top 4, and that's 3 really, is because there's no show without them.
I think Kanan. Okay, but you could have taken anybody but Kanan's place, and as soon as they made him blind, which was like season 2.5.
Why are we still talking? I get you talking about
because we're talking about where we're going to put Sabine. We're talking about where we're putting her. I think she should be in 3. Nobody else thinks that way, though. Grand Inquisitor's not coming out. We're not doing Inquisitors we did last week. All right.
Again, I'm going by where we are now.
5 or 6. Where are we putting her? 5 or 6? Because that's what the chat
I'm
wants.
good with
5 or 6.
putting her at 5 and sliding everybody.
Fine.
And
5. Put her at
sliding
5. I
Zen
think you
and
should move
Chopper.
Ezra down 2, but fine. Put her at 5. Move down Chopper and move down Zeb. Kanan, Hera, Ezra. No.
As you guys think, this
Lewis,
is so simple as I'm working
and
with
this
multiple
is why,
screens here.
the chat did speak. This is why we don't always listen to the chat, because then you get number 1.
Yeah, number 1. I mean, he's the
you
bad
gotta
guy.
go with
There is
number 1.
no show without him.
1.
You know, it always struck me as interesting. They could have done the show without Thrawn, but once they brought Thrawn back into canon with the show, that was the best part.
That was the best part. And I was actually upset when they originally brought him back, because I was like, that's not Thrawn. And then I was like, oh, but that's Thrawn. Like, that was, dude, yeah.
Technically,
debate.
if you really want to do something, you could do Hera 1, Thrawn 2, Kanan, and then Ezra. If you really want to do it. Because if you technically get into it, Hera is about to take flight. She's going to be getting into a lot more things. She's a focal point of maybe future things going forward. But Thrawn, of course,
Squadron.
you have to go with the Sherlock Holmes of the Star Wars universe. Thrawn.
The chat's going to have it. The chat gets it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. It is 1, but
it's 1. I hear what you're saying. I mean, I think to be honest with you, all the characters are top tier characters in my opinion.
Yeah,
I really love the show.
This was my top 5. It's just reordered a little differently toward the middle, but this was my 5.
Yeah, this is my top 5 too. Is anybody arguing that this is their top 5?
Yeah, it's a contentious list because this is probably my favorite Star Wars series.
I just I would
maybe
agree.
Mandalorian a little bit better, but as far as I like this better than pretty much all the seasons of Clone Wars.
The only reason
out on a limb that way, but
no, I don't think you are. The only reason I would like Sabine moved up, or in my opinion, I moved Sabine up, is because Sabine's story with how they incorporated the Death Watch, how they incorporated the Empire in her storyline, how they incorporated the Darksaber in her storyline. Those were like, I like what they kind of did with the Mandalores in Clone Wars. It was cleaner in Rebels. In her storyline, 100% rotated around it. And those will always be some of my more favorite. Like Kanan doing I'm going to save everybody by the push with the gas thing and boom, blow up. Okay.
Well,
or like I'm going to blind fight. Okay. Like, I think they... It wasn't what?
Sorry, Mo. I'm saying it wasn't the fact... No, it wasn't the fact that Kanan did that. Kanan started off the series. If it wasn't for Ezra stealing the stuff and Kanan going after him and Kanan exposing himself as a Jedi, the show was about a hidden Jedi that survived Order 66, and his Padawan in Ezra, how it grew. That show, and also Hera was the one that found Caleb. He found him. They got together and started Rebels. So basically, those characters are very important, pivotal to the entire Rebel story.
And this is what I'm going to say. everybody forgets when nostalgia starts occurring, but nobody. I mean, I liked season 1 of Rebels, and JJ probably did, and probably everybody on this panel. But there was a lot of people that were like, "This show's crap." So all the things you expressed happened in the first season, the season that a lot of people would say was the worst season of Rebels, and
it was a slow grab.
Well,
I wasn't.
I'm just saying.
It got hit
I'm
a little
just
bit.
saying. Like,
I
we're
think
all
it got hit a little bit
nostalgically
because it was. Well, don't forget it was the first original Disney product.
Yeah.
This was after
And
Disney had taken over, and it was
Exactly.
Oh,
so.
it was fully.
And to
the
be
Disney.
fair, I like all of the characters on this list. This is not the Wednesday show where we're tier ranking. None of these characters I would say are trash.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're just in the 10 doesn't mean it's garbage character. It's just
Maybe
it is what it
Price.
is.
No.
I still like Price. I still want to see Price on screen. I want to see
enough,
that.
Aaron.
You need those villains that you just.
I will
Like,
say this: her character is a lot more interesting in the Thrawn books. If anybody's ever
Yeah.
read the books,
It is.
or listened to
In
the
the
audiobooks,
comics.
but her character is
In the
much more
comics,
interesting in the books.
I guess the only debate that
Yeah.
I always have is because I do remember it, and just like Clone Wars, getting through the first season, it wasn't as smooth. But once you started getting into some of these arcs, once again, like the Mandalorian arc and the family arc, I mean, Sabrine had 3 good arcs. She had the Mandalorian arc where it was with Fen, and she had the Black Saber arc, the old family arc, right? And she had the Empire arc. That's 4, but that's actually 3 different arcs tonight if you follow where I'm going. Those 3 arcs are key parts to that show. Okay. If you look at Kanan's arc is finding Ezra. They even moved him out of the part where they did the thing with Darth Maul. He was almost to irrelevance. He only had Inquisitor action.
You've already taken out a huge.
What?
You've already taken out a huge part of his story, which was surviving Order 66 and being a
But that
Padawan
wasn't
on the
that's
run.
no time out. That's part of the comic book story. That's not part of the arc in the.
No, but some
It's
It's
Bad
not part
Batch-
of his story.
in his story in Bad
But
Batch,
that's
they
we're
changed
talking
it.
about the show. We were just talking about the ranking of the show. That's not part of the show ranking. Like, that's just part of the art. That's part of his story. Yes, his story is cool. Don't get me twisted. But the TV show, that wasn't part of the TV show. How is that part of the TV show?
But
That's
it's
all I
just-
was saying. And then, like Jedi said
He's
earlier,
still-
like
He's still Rebels
he's
character.
blind, huh? I'm not saying he's out of the top 5.
Yeah, I didn't like that they make him blind. That was.
I'm not saying that he's out of the top 5, mind you. I'm saying he should still be up top 5. I just think that these two have a little bit more relevancy. Like, even the ending, like Hera, I think her story, her development throughout it was really good, and I think everything she did was good there. I just think, like, it is what it is. Either way, great list. Before the TV show, I got that. Once Ezra
I just love that I could actually participate in this one because I knew what you guys were talking about. So
once Ezra combed his hair back, he became more interesting. Okay. Kind of
did.
T. Jones. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. That's our list. Great. I'm glad we had 2 segments that really got everybody in the chat activated. Everybody kind of left after that. Do we have anything left? Any segments left?
the trivia still.
Oh, trivia.
Trivia.
We have one more. Woo!
Oh
go
wait,
me,
we got to
trivia.
do we got to do our wheel too.
All right, we're doing a present wheel too.
Oh,
We're gonna
wow.
do Secret Santa. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you very much. We're going to do a well, thanks to you guys, because you guys helped make the list there. So we're going to do a wheel where we give each other gifts, and then we're going to open them on the Christmas special, maybe at some point, whenever they get there.
I think that sounds
either
about right.
Christmas or end of year.
Oh, is this a public thing? I thought it was like a Secret Santa thing.
No,
So we're gonna know who chooses who. Oh, we're not.
Yeah.
no, it's a
Yeah, we
spin
will.
thing.
Well, how do we have a wheel if we're not gonna know?
We're
Yeah,
going
we're
to
gonna
know.
know.
Just spin the
We're gonna
wheel.
know.
I don't know what's going on. Jedi, explain
Well,
what's going on.
So we need to know who
Oh, yeah,
we're spinning
you're
the
right.
wheel for, right? So I guess we'll go if I may. We'll just go in order of introductions. So Marco, I think who did I intro next? Pete, and then Dom, and then JJ, and then myself. How's that sound?
All right.
That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's right. I didn't think about that. It's not secret then if we do this in front of everybody.
Oh,
Public
all
Santa.
right.
Well,
This
it's
is
out of the
public
bag
Santa.
now. So let's.
No, the gift is secret, though. We're not going to tell.
The
what
gift
we're
will be secret. Yes.
So you get to see who's the worst gift giver and who's the best gift giver. All right, Pete, spin the wheel.
Well, this
Wait,
is
I can
yours.
get myself?
This is
Oh wait,
for.
I got yourself a spin again.
If you land on yourself, you'll respin it. But yeah, this is for Marco.
Here it goes.
Okay, let's do it. I wonder that too, Kev.
Pete.
God, did it spin?
Pete. I got
You
Pete.
get me.
All right. Remove Pete.
So next is Pete.
We don't want to remove. Well, yeah, I guess you would remove me, huh?
Yep. Secret Public Santa. This is what it is. Secret Public Santa.
All right. My turn.
All right.
I get JJ.
You couldn't stand him.
Are you guys not seeing it spin?
We did. We saw it
And
spin.
then-
Yeah.
I've seen it spin.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
been Jay.
So next is Dom. You got-
Somebody's writing this down, right?
I got it. Yeah. All right.
Good.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. Did I freeze? Am I frozen?
No, not to us. Dom got himself.
Spin again.
Again.
Spin.
Okay.
Hey,
No, we're not
Got
removing
Dom.
Dom.
it. Spin it again.
If Dom gets himself something, I bet it's Boba Fett.
Oh no. Hey, all
Oh,
right.
there you go.
I guess I'm getting some Boba Fett for Christmas.
Next is
Surprise.
JJ.
Next is JJ. Well, doesn't this we
It's
kind of?
Dom
Oh
or
no,
Jedi.
no, it could be either one. Well, no, it can't be either one.
Yeah.
He has to Dom because Jedi
No, he has
can't
to
get Jedi.
No, I can get. Yeah, we're spinning for JJ.
Oh yeah. He has to get Jedi.
But he has to get you.
He has to get
I have to get you.
You should have gone first. Okay, he has to get you. There we go. Go ahead, spin it anyways. Let's see what happens here.
We'll spin it
Wait a minute,
anyway.
why can't Dom get JJ something? Oh, because
No, you can't get yourself.
No, it's JJ.
I can't get myself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
JJ gets Jedi.
I didn't get
and-
Dom. No. I get Jedi.
No.
Because
Okay,
if JJ
JJ
gets
gets
Dom,
Jedi and
yourself.
Jedi gets Dom. All right, there we go. Way to screw
Dom.
that up, boys. It's like we've done it before.
Hey,
All right, let's get to the trivia. Hey, we've had enough time, but we should have told them while we were spinning. Everybody, just put the number 1 in the chat if you want a chance at winning stuff at trivia. Remember, trivia works like this.
Yep.
You get
Oh, yeah.
to pick
Japanese Star Wars
Who-
stuff.
who has it today. You can't pick JJ, and you can't pick Pete. Are you running trivia?
Yeah, I'm running it, so you can't pick me.
Okay, so you
Yep.
can pick
Pete and JJ are
anybody
out.
but you can pick anybody but Jedi or see. Don't pick me today because I can't even. I don't know which way's up. But you can pick anybody but Pete and JJ today. Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat.
There's some ones.
Make sure you're subbed.
See
Give us a
Ruben.
thumbs
See
up.
Sticks. I see Obi. T. Jones.
All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Just
Well, that's
get
what I
back
had to
play
do because I
this.
knew I had to run everything after.
What? What? Well, just
No, I already went. You can go.
yeah,
I'm
jibber
saying
jabber
I
about some
had to
stuff for
get out
minutes.
before. And while
Yeah.
he goes,
I'll go over
Even though-
prizes.
even though Marco said you can subscribe but don't turn the alert button on, I will contest that because I just spent like 2 hours recording stuff for this week that I would like you guys to be alerted to so you know when it's coming, so you will watch it. There's a lot of comic book content on this channel outside of Star Wars and still some that's more Star Wars. Just throwing it out there. So I'd appreciate not only the sub, but also the like and the alert because yeah, we all do a lot of work here.
Like.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's it.
And quick public service announcement. I had a very busy week this week that kind of sucked. So Sam, I'm getting your stuff out Monday, and I think Lewis, I just sent your stuff out late in the week. So y'all should be getting everything if you're all out there pretty soon. So
Yeah, we do what we can. It's
Yep.
free stuff, so just be patient.
That's it.
we're gonna go over prizes for this week.
Yeah, might as well while
Alright.
we're waiting.
Let's do it. All right. So when I picked up that book from Japan, I got some other Japanese fun stuff that was just little trinkets. So a lot of these are people probably not that familiar, but some of the stuff in like there's what they call like lottery prizes for
We're
winning
gonna
stuff
spotlight you so people can see it better.
and Japanese figures. So this is just a little, and it's probably gonna be hard to see because it's in the plastic. I don't know if I can take it out and see it better, but it's gonna have a horrible glare.
no,
But this is a little Darth Vader figure. That's a lottery prize over there in Japan. So.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And second prize will be little what they call converge figures. I think you actually get these with like some sort of snack food item in Japan. Was my
Oh, they look
understanding
like
of
the
it.
little.
But
What are the ones?
they
not
look
the
like
Pops?
Funko. They look like Funko minis.
Yeah. Not the pops,
they're-
but the other things.
Bandai figures.
Yeah.
Camera there. Of
That's
Han and
pretty
Chewie. So that'd be like our second prize. Yeah. Third prize, you'll get a Luke Power of the Force International version
Ooh.
figure. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, shipping from a foreign country can be a little rough, so it's not the greatest package condition, but it is sealed. So
It's still sealed,
you
yeah.
can see the international print there.
Ah.
And fourth prize will be, if anybody's ever heard of Bear Bricks, but these are popular over there. It's little Bear Bricks figures for Maul and as a set. So these are also like a lottery prize that you could win over there.
Little teddy bear people.
Yeah, for the last one, I got a super interesting prototype Boba Fett Bear Brick.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I win
For
that?
you Fett fans.
Ah.
But that's it.
Well, yeah, we can go over the
Yep. And theme this week
I guess
is droids. Yeah.
droids.
Hey,
Sure? Who's doing this?
who? Hey, okay. Who?
We haven't
who,
chosen
okay.
it yet,
Did we
have
pick somebody yet or no?
No, we didn't.
Okay, here we go. Tell me when to stop.
No.
What?
He said no.
Did you just stop?
Are you going?
No, he said no.
Stop.
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 Did Sam already play with
Can't
somebody?
pick Sam.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sam
can't
played
pick
last
Sam.
week.
All right.
Go again.
Go. Tell
Stop.
me when. Oh, he put a 3. Does that
Los
count?
Lopez.
Does it count? They put a 3. All right.
Why not? Why
All
not?
right.
The number.
All right. All right. So, Lopez? Who are you choosing? Believe me, I have not slept in like 2 days. So, you could choose me, Jedi, or Dom. Who would you like?
Marco, and I got to keep my stuff.
And it is droids.
Droids is the theme, yes.
Droids is the thing.
Droid-centric trivia.
All right. Who do you want?
Yeah.
I know who he's going to pick. We talk like twice a week. Yeah. Darth,
hello.
who do you want to pick? Me, Jedi, or Dom? Stop saying hi.
Hi.
Marco.
Hi.
Here goes Marco.
All right. Yep. Okay, let me just down this Red Bull really quickly and we'll get into the game.
All right. Go on mute. Turn off the camera.
Oh yeah, should we do that?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to look at it anyways.
Oh wait, we gotta go through the who's doing the rules.
I'll do the rules. I'll just do it. I'm still on
All
audio.
right,
so.
yeah, you guys better turn off, if you can, turn off your camera because. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
rules, same rules, no change. We've run over them before, but basically, a person from the chat gets to choose their champion, so to speak. So that surrogate will answer the questions. Options are: you get one mulligan, one ask the panel option, one ask the chat option, and then so prizes are. We went through them a little bit earlier, but you get the C tier prize for one question, 3 questions B, 6 questions A, top prize, which was 2 Bear Bricks for running the gauntlet, and then the bonus prize is a separate prize.
Boba.
And you can't win the bonus prize without answering all the other questions. But the bonus question is harder, 2-part, not multiple choice.
I'm going to put
that
on my
a
work hat. Man, Darth Lopez.
I was gonna say that is a hard hat, huh?
Put on my work hat for Darth Lopez.
Rules. We don't need no stinking rules.
Yes.
All right. So, do you want me to ask the be quiz
Go
master?
ahead.
I guess ask the questions.
Yeah, you can be Quizmaster.
Okay, go ahead. What are we doing? Ask the question.
All right. You ready?
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, we're going anyway.
This is a bad
Question
movie.
1: Who was the creator of C-3PO? Was
A,
it
Anakin Skywalker?
A. Anakin Skywalker, B.
Robert
Luke
Lloyd.
Skywalker, C. Padme Amidala, or D. Watto?
Still A.
It's
Anakin
still
Skywalker.
A. I know. Well, you can't go for the chat anyway.
Mhm.
So
Oh, I got to turn the chat off. I'm sorry. Hey, Sean. good to see you.
Disqualified. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sorry. my bad, I forgot.
well, I don't think they're behind, so
As
they
a
will,
disclaimer-
they would have even gotten a chance to respond.
As a
yet.
quick disclaimer, too, before we move on, difficult droid questions were somewhat hard to come up with without being super obscure. So it's going to start off and hopefully get a little bit harder, but it's going to be pretty easy for the first 3.
That's all right. I kind of like
You
my
got it
streak.
correct.
I got to keep my streak alive. All right, next up.
All right, we are moving on to question number 2.
Okay.
Question 2:
Mm-hmm.
What type of droid is R2D2? A. Astro-technical. B. Astro-mechanical. C. Tactical flight control. Or D. Protocol.
B. Astromech.
Astromech. Or is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
You are correct, sir. 2 for 2. I need to have like a little sound effect for clapping. Like we need like. All right, we are going to move on to question 3.
Okay.
Question 3.
Did he win a prize yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. What is the name given to the experimental droids that Moff Gideon creates in The Mandalorian? A. Death Troopers. B. Dark Troopers. C. Droid Troopers. Or D. Ultimate
See, this is
droids.
I always say this wrong too because it's not D and it's not C, but I always because of the one video game. But
it's Death
B
or Dark.
It's B. Dark Troopers.
Is that you? Remember, you have your mulligan. You're asked the chat.
I'll take the mulligan if not. Yeah, it's B.
B. Final answer. Dark Troopers. You are correct.
I know I always mess that one up. That's good. Yeah. Because I always say Death Troopers. And
yeah, it's easy to mix those two up.
Yeah.
It is easy to mix that up.
I always screw that up.
All right. Question 4.
Ooh.
R2D2 is a droid companion to Anakin and Luke.
Uh-huh.
Who was this droid often seen accompanying Ahsoka Tano? Is it A, BB-8, B, T4M1, C, R7A7, D, R3S6? Lots of letters, lots of numbers.
It's not the first two. It's not A or B.
He's discounted A and B. So
C
he
or
is
D?
down to a 50-50 split.
D. It's D? Question mark? Is
Well,
it D?
again, you have the panel, you have the chat.
D. Go with D.
You have a mulligan.
Go with D.
I think going with D.
Go with D, anyways. Yeah, I'll mulligan if I have to.
Damn
I'm mulliganing it. All right, go next.
Mulligan in play. R7A7.
All right, now I gotta be serious.
Yeah, you do.
So stupid. All right.
Darth Lopez is counting on you.
Okay. What question are we at? How many questions are there?
8.
I'm gonna get the last one wrong too because you're gonna give some.
We're halfway through. We're halfway through.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, good. The chat is caught up because I'm seeing some responses to your failures.
Good.
Moving on. Question 5.
Technically, got a mulligan. Didn't get that one wrong.
You did. So you're fine. What is the skeleton of the creature C-3PO passes when walking through the deserts of Tatooine? A bantha. B, an Exogorth space slug. C, a mythosaur. Or D, a crate dragon.
I'm gonna go with the. I know it's not A and B, but I think I'm getting the cartoon screwed up with the.
You are halfway through, so you have 4 questions left with 2 lifelines left. No mulligan.
All right, I'll go with the panel. Let's see what the panel has to say.
Panel?
Mm-hmm.
All right, unmute your mics.
Well, the panel is going to consist of Dom and Jedi, because even though I knew the answer, I can see the answer, so it wouldn't be fair.
I'm saying D, crate dragon.
D.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with. D. Let's go with D.
D. With the panel,
Mm-hmm.
you are correct. It is a crate dragon.
Keep it moving.
3 questions left. 1 Ask the Chat left.
Okay. Told you this was my day.
Number, 6? What is Han Solo's colorful nickname for C-3PO in the original trilogy? A, Goldie. B, Goldenrod.
Oh my
C,
God.
Golden Boy. D, Gold Scraps.
This is one I should have waited for the thing because I think it's A. but goldenrod is
Let
because of the
Let the chat
card.
catch up real quick.
Yeah,
let the chat
I'm gonna
catch
go
up.
with I'm gonna let the chat catch up to this one because I'm gonna let him do it. And then I'm just gonna wing it for 7 and 8 by myself. All right, chat, give me.
I will tell you that one of the answers is a Seinfeld reference, and you don't watch that show.
Yeah. You got is the chat split on this? A.
Black and you got 1A, 2A, you got 3 A's, 3 B's.
Wait, where did they start?
I think it started with Sam. So we got 3
All right,
A's
so we
and
got
3
a B.
B's.
He did call him professor. Yeah, this is a rough question because it's.
We got looks like 3 A's and 3 B's. Ooh, and another B. Wait,
I think goldenrod
Six
is
is
from
coming in with B. So
think
B's
that's a
are
joke.
well, you got 2 A's now.
3 A's. This is not a good split. A.
So Sam says B. You're
Jones
50
said A,
split.
You can always blame Lopez for his own mistake if he's wrong.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
It is split because then Sam comes in with another B, and then T Jones comes in with another A.
I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna go with Lopez. It's his game, so that's not the right answer though. I'm gonna go with A.
You sure? Final answer?
Final answer.
Sorry, fellas, that is Sin City.
It is
B. Goldenrod was the correct answer.
Sorry, Darth Lopez.
And Golden Boy was Seinfeld's favorite T-shirt that got ruined.
A little bit
That
too
was the
late
other
there,
one.
solo Wookie. All right.
Okay.
What's our last questions though? Let's go through the last two.
We still got two more. IG 101 and IG 102 were assigned to guard General Grievous, known for shocking weaponry. What type of droids were they commonly known as? A. Bodyguard droids. B. Magna droids. C. Magna guards. Or D. Acetro
C. Magna guards.
droids. C. Magna guards.
Yeah.
Your final answer?
Mhm.
You are correct. And our final question before the bonus. Question 8. Which of these characters was not a villain in the 1985 Droids animated series? We've talked about some of these toys somewhat recently. A. Tig From. B. Blixon Card. C. Jor Dusat. And D. Admiral Screed.
Damn it, dude.
This is a tough one. I knew two of them, then I would have been down to a 50-50 split personally without looking at it. See?
Mhm.
You have no more help, so it's all on you anyway.
Yeah, C.
You are correct.
Well, we're done after we got the other one wrong because we got
the one wrong, right? So it's all right.
No, I don't
Just
know.
got one
Go
wrong.
ahead.
Well, the mulligan. The mulligan doesn't count.
Okay.
But we do have the bonus still. So
Okay.
the bonus, you have to get the entire thing right?
I don't know.
This is kind of a
I have no
standalone.
clue how this game's played, so just we keep going and keep asking.
It was tiered up. The more questions you got right, the better the more
All
prizes.
right.
But now the bonus is on its own. But the bonus is not multiple choice.
Okay.
Are you ready for the bonus?
Give me the bonus.
I'm just giving the chat some time to catch up too as well.
Okay, cool.
But our bonus question is Star Wars name Deja Vu. Pictured above is a character from the 1985 Droids animated series.
No way.
This character's name bore a strikingly similarity to another character developed decades later. What is the name of this character? And what other character's highly similar name may or may not be an homage to?
Get out of here.
So you need to know his name and the name that he is very closely related to. And as the question reader, I will say I would have had no clue whatsoever for this one. Though he does look like a Space Ace character when I look at him.
Very Ralph.
But that does not help. That has nothing to do with the answer. I'm just filling time while the chat can catch up to us. And
Nobody in the chat's got it yet either.
Well, I wouldn't have.
This is a toughie for the bonus.
Highly similar name may or may not.
Yeah,
how many times does it say character with a character of a character? It's a tongue twister just saying the question.
In the simplest term, the picture you see, this character's name sounds a lot like a character we see later.
Yeah.
So you got to give me his name and the name of the character that his name sounds a lot like. And I see the answer, and it is very close to another character's name. But I was no way in heck I would have guessed this.
Do you want a hint?
So my clue to you then, these characters are completely unrelated.
Is the name? No, can I get one question?
You can ask one clarifying question. We'll make it fun. Go for it.
Is because I think I know who the character is because I think I know the character that this character is supposed to be based on, and I've been trying for the last 2 minutes to try to figure out.
It's just the name, not the character.
Yeah.
It's just the name.
Just the name. No, that's what I'm saying. The name of the character that is the character that this guy might be a homage to, the name might be a homage to, is the character that shows up later, is it in the original trilogy?
No.
Then I have no fucking clue.
Chat's got it, but don't look at the chat.
I'm not looking at the chat. So I have no clue, dude. Is it Hondo by any chance? I don't know, man. I got no clue.
Well, Astro had the name of the character. I'm going to show it in this way. Astro was the first to name the character that it sounds like, which is Kylo Ren.
Okay.
Styx came through with both.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo.
Okay. This is okay. Well, there you go. What did I get? Somebody explain, because I never pay attention to how any of this works. Somebody explain what Darth Lopez won. He didn't win the bonus.
Explain what he won. So he won the Japanese Darth Vader figure.
Okay. Cool.
The two
like that
Bandai minifigures.
Oh, nice. All right.
That's right. You weren't even around for the prizes.
The Luke Jedi Power of the Force International figure.
Oh, there you go.
And you know what? It was a little bit harder, and Marco was punch drunk from no sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the bear brick.
He's throwing in
that's very nice. You didn't
get a little Darth action. Darth gets Darth action in the prize there.
Jedi, how pissed were you that I didn't get Goldenrod right?
I cannot express in words.
Because all I kept hearing in my head was Jedi going Goldenrod. Every time he sees the card, he keeps going Goldenrod. Yeah. I'm like, that sounds like his name.
You did really well. I think I might have washed out on the and after you said it, I was like, oh crap, yeah. I think I would have taken a mulligan on the Astrotech. I think I would have gotten those two confused and said Astrotech instead of
these were good. Yeah, these were good questions. There's so many that were similar.
You did really well.
They were good. It was good. It made you think. It wasn't completely obvious.
Yeah. No, I thought it was I was 50-50 between the two. I just kept remembering Jedi always going.
He uses more than one nickname.
Yeah. Professor. Yeah.
That's why I put the colorful in there. Yeah.
Every time that Jedi sees the card, though, the penis card,
because
he always goes, "Hey, good old Goldenrod." So I'm like, that is the nickname, right? Or is that just Jedi's joke on what?
Joke about the card.
Joke about the card.
That's his porn name.
Yeah. Well, either way, I mean, it was a great round. I don't even think with more sleep or not having this whole sinus shit going on, I don't think I would have done much better, to be honest with you. I mean, it was.
I made the bonus question
for me.
So far, everybody's got the bonus question, so I tried really hard to make it hard this week for the bonus.
It was good stuff. Protest the game. The last subject was, what did I get a protest for? Not a droid, but it was in droids. That's a very point. Hey, protesting the bonus. Yeah. Put in a protest.
It was not a droid, but it was in droid.
In droids.
We'll see what it was. We'll see.
Craig Dragon wasn't a droid either. So,
it was C-3PO
exactly.
walking.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's related.
Yeah. No, I know. I was being a little bit of a Jerk. I should have passed on that one. Just answered it because I thought we were gonna not get harder, and Jesus, they got a lot harder. So, all right. Well, as soon as I saw the next one, I was like, "Why did I waste that one when I could have had Jedi screaming at me?"
Goldenrod.
It's Goldenrod, you idiot. So
I'm going to send
that
you
was great.
so many pictures of Goldenrod this week. You're not going to know.
No, please don't. All right. Well, hey, speaking of that, Jedi is going on vacation again next week.
Not vacation. Yeah.
Sure,
I wish it was
right,
vacation.
whatever you
It's
say.
business trip.
Business
Yeah,
vacation.
yeah.
Okay. So we will miss him. Maybe he will. I don't know who's going to try to do intros. It's going to be interesting because it always is without him. Have a safe trip. We will be showing footage of the con, kind of, because I want to explain it on Wednesday. So make sure you show up for the Wednesday show. But before we go, real important. Out of the 90s, he is actually one of the guys I really enjoyed, especially out of the, I'm not particularly fond of his Top Cow stuff, but I did really enjoy his X-Men run. So make sure you guys check out Mark on, and ask him who his favorite man over there at Image is. Better not be
come join us live. I don't really know what to expect. I haven't done a show with Chris in a while, but I'm looking forward to it. He's interviewed a lot of creators, and I got to sit in on them. So
we're simulcasting that through Rennavision this week. Make sure you get out and do that.
Just a quick reminder about the Boba Fett fantasy game. If you want to play and team up with one of us for that game, let us know. I forget, how are they letting us know? IG.
It's got to be a permanent way. You either got to put it in the IGs, or you got to put it send it through a message to the IGs, or send it through an email, or send it on the comments below.
Yeah, comments on any of the videos here.
On any of the videos below, though, because we're not going to go through and try.
Not the live chat. Not live chat. Comment on the video.
And everybody,
there's only 5 teams. So if you want to play, hurry up and do it. I don't know if we're doing first 5 or.
Same if you want to.
No, we're not. We're going to put them in a wheel. Go ahead.
If you want to jump in trivia too and play trivia one week, let us know.
Yeah, if you want to get on, you do not have to show your face. If that's not your thing, we can come up with a nickname for you. We could do everything for you. That is.
Yeah.
So
you could just do your voice responses and.
Happy Thanksgiving, Lopez. Good. What's that?
Nickname Goldenrod. You can have the nickname Goldenrod.
What? Somebody call me? Oh, sorry.
Bring.
Well, before I get in trouble, hey,
Sticks should come on and play. We should get Sticks to come on and play.
Play what? He should 100% play the trivia. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. He could do the trivia.
Next week, Sticks. Next week, you're coming on and doing trivia. Cool. All right, good. All right. Just remind me. You guys got to remind me of these.
Happy Thanksgiving out there, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right, to everybody out there. Be safe. Have fun. If you got to use word, don't kill any of your relatives, even if you want to, because it ain't worth it, bro. It really ain't. So
not worth the
have a good
fees.
one. It's it's more expensive. I remember when you could just give them $8,000 and get out of everything. Now you got to give them like $20,000 in an envelope. This is ridiculous. It was who nobody liked my aunt anyways. Hey, look, she wasn't even a real aunt. She's like a step aunt. I'm just saying. I didn't do anything. I'm just saying.
What are we talking about now?
All right, we're going.
On that note,
see y'all
Happy
later.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
We'll see you soon.
Later.